Hi everyone, and welcome to the online British Blitz Championships. Looks like a good lineup today. Here we go. Okay, and so the list is headed up by Grandmaster John Spielman, who plays a very creative and original style of chess. We've got Grandmaster Matthew Turner, who is extremely tricky, and Keith Arkle, who loves his rook and pawn endgames. We've got Brandon Clark, who is very strong. Have you ever played Brandon Clark, Matthew?
I'm trying to think whether I've played him at something like an Andrew Whiteley memorial, but I don't think so. No, I don't think I've ever played Brandon. Is he young?
He originally Australian? You know,
well, he looks English there, but
English. I mean, yeah. Did he come from Australia? I thought he had, but I could be again making this up completely. Anyway, I'm interested to see how he'll do. And we have Richard Pert next, and Harry Grieve, Dongbao Ngir from Vietnam. We have Yichin Han, we have Chris Duncan, Jonathan Blackburn, Johnny Payne, Graham Waddingham, Josh Altman, Peter Finn, who's checkmate a lot, David Walker, Will Taylor, Paul Dargan, Rishi Ethiriani, Leo Keeley, Philip Ogler, Arjun Kalani, who we saw last night in action, getting that win to let a whole load more people qualify into the standard play. We have Chris Davis and Oliver Stubbs, Frankie Badaccioni, I know how to say that word, Frankie Badaccioni and Stanley Badaccioni, Edison Zhu, Jude Shearsby, Haran Rasalingam, Hugo Fowler, who was also playing last night, Ethan Lee, Ryan Vokes, Conrad Thake, Shavaz Adam Siskovsky, Demetrius Zakarian, Andrew McGettigan, Manvith Sandhu, Sam Parry, Nina Pert, Joe Hurst, Indy Southcott Moyers, Oleg Verbitsky, who we followed before, haven't we? No, what's the name? Sorry, I'm going to have to find out. We'll know his. Oh, that's Arga. That's not Oleg. Arga, I just clicked the wrong one. Jamie Doyle, Richard Chang, Nikki Mullins, John Cowdrey, Gerasimos Gauchus, and Sam Redway. So a very good lineup there tonight. And we're going to start off, I think, look at John Spielman's game in just a minute. Okay, and so Matthew, do you remember what any details at all, like what the time control is? I'm going to see if I can work it out on this page.
Should have tournament details, show tournament details or something.
Details. Let's see. So it's a 9-round Swiss, and 3 minutes plus 2 seconds a move. Nice time limit, actually. 3 + 2 for 9 rounds. What would you what are your tournament favorites here, Matthew? Do you think
John Spielman and Matthew Turner, I think, are likely candidates? Keith's been playing very good blitz at times, so I think he's definitely a danger man. Richard Pert's been very useful in our checkmate in our quarantine league tournament. Harry Grieve, always very dangerous. Yichin Han is, I think, supposed to be an excellent blitz player as well. And I think Jonathan Payne could make could score some upsets. I mean, I played Jonathan in the Andrew Whiteley Memorial Blitz tournament, and he was very dangerous. So I think he'll do that. And then, of course, there's going to be juniors like Arjun Kulani, for example, the Stambad twins. No, not the Stambad twins.
They're not twins.
They're not twins. They're brothers. But
Badaccioni, yeah, brothers. Badaccioni brothers.
They're going to be very dangerous.
That actually alliterates, doesn't it? The Badaccioni brothers.
That sounds much better. It's they are going to be very dangerous as well. I mean, I would be surprised if somebody managed to go through the whole tournament unbeaten I think there's too many dangerous people out there, I think. But in
general, we'll look out for Nina as well, I think.
Yeah, no, Nina's going to be very useful as well at Blitz. I think in general, I'd expect somebody like people like Matthew Turner or John Spielman to be too tricky over the course of games. But anyone can easily lose one game, and then it's a question of getting your equilibrium back quickly. And because I think we've seen lots of these players playing in the Quarantine League and in various tournaments, and there's a lot of very strong Blitz players out there.
Okay.
So we should follow. I think it's
I'm going to switch back to chess.com. And let's I'm going to try following these all at once and see if that works, and if it doesn't, I'll have to do it one by one.
Fair enough.
I think it works. Okay, now following John Spielman.
Yeah, but you're not actually looking at their games, are you? I think.
Actually observe. Have you seen their starters?
Isn't following more about? I thought following was more about.
I think following should work.
Okay.
And it should send you from one game to the next game, which is kind of what I want. But I think maybe they haven't started. But you can have a look and give me a shout if.
Yeah, I will have a look.
Could take, because I think the arbiters have to start each game individually, so it could take a few minutes.
Okay. Are they in a Zoom call? Do you know? Is this?
Yes, it is. It's an actual championship, so it is with a Zoom call.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. So this is the first one for an actual title that we've looked at this year, or this session.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they'll start at the top.
So, I think so too.
Sandbad is playing Keith in the first round. Look at that.
Got to see that one. We have seen that match up before. And I think Keith won, but it was not without a few scares along the way. Okay, yeah. So we can see... do we have round one then?
Certainly do.
Yes, round 1 of 9. So we will be seeing Jude Shearsby against John Spielman. Excellent. Matthew Turner against Haran Raslingam. Stanley Badiccioni against Keith Arkle, and Brandon Clark against Hugo Fowler. Right. Have we found any that have started yet?
Not yet, no. So I'm just
being patient. Yes. If they do start, it'll be very fast. Oh, John Spielman, right. Jude Shearsby started with E4 against the great John Spielman, and he'll probably do some kind of fianchetto thing, won't he?
I'm sure John's a Caracan player.
Is he?
Normally.
Let's see then.
Why is John not moving? John!
Well, 30 seconds is a lot for your first move, isn't it?
Yeah, Bronstein used to sometimes spend an hour over his first move.
Not in 3+2, he didn't.
But he would have been flagged then, wouldn't he? No, I think something's gone wrong with John's game there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see whether somebody else is playing. Because I think that's probably got to be corrected somehow.
Aha, Keith Arkle is. Stand bad. Here we go. Oh.
So, default. Oh, it's a
bishop f4. Stand-bad system, don't we? He explained his system to us on a stream one time, which was always to play bishop f4 and then try for lots of tricks in the opening.
All right. And the John Spielman started, by the way, as well. So,
yes.
Oh, Keith actually playing some sort of Stonewall-ish sort of thing. So rookie 1. That's a Normally, what you try and do when you've got your knight on c3 in these sort of structures, you'd normally try and play the knight round to e2 and then play c2 to c4. So Keith's got quite an aggressive structure already here, in actual fact. So f4. That's
I like
a good
that
move.
centre for black. All those pawns he's got in the middle there.
Indeed, packing the centre. That was a good move from Stambad, just to loosen up the king side a little bit. I mean, black's got no problems. Black's probably a little bit better. Got the bishop, which is quite a nice piece. Oh, queen f6. That's running a little bit into this idea of Stambad's here of e4. So, oh well, actually, this is now actually white's doing quite reasonably here. So let's have a look. Good move, c3. Oh, d5. Aggressive from white there. So
oh, can you take the d pawn? There's probably a reason you can't.
Well, there was knight takes f3, but this is quite this is not bad at all. Now you've got to decide a little bit what you're going to do, because if you go d6, then bishop c6 is quite good. Bishop 6 is possible, but again, the bishop's quite active. So I mean, c4 would be a decent idea, just to be able to eventually retake on the pawn on d5 if necessary. c4 and then bring the queen out to b3. That'd be quite that could be quite nice.
Stambad's maybe lining up a rook f1.
Indeed. So let's have a look. What's Keith going to do here? Maybe rook d8 is sensible. That's possible. What else could you do? Yeah, I've got to be a little bit careful here. I mean, actually, an idea which well, you can't do it yet, unfortunately, because
Stambad offered the draw.
Oh, good lord! So knight c5 would be interesting, but then queen f2 check. So
the knight.
Yeah, picks up the knight. I'm not quite sure. Well, yeah, what should black be playing here? It's not easy to say, because a rook f1 might be coming in. So yeah, rook d8 is sensible, I think. But probably rook f1 now is decent for white, I guess. Just because it gets a tiny little bit awkward, actually. Because what are you going to take back on f8 with? Maybe you're going to have to take back with the rook, and then I've maybe got a knight c5 after, so this could be just a bit tricky. I think rook f8 here is maybe an interesting move, because if king f8, oh, knight c5 already, wow, that's putting the cat amongst the pigeons there. Some pressure here.
So okay, what if yeah,
okay, bishop c8. Now I guess
because you could now take an f8. Oh, he's done it.
Yeah. I guess if you go rook f8, then d6 is kind of dangerous, actually.
Oh yeah, threatening d7.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you go b6 then, but I go d7 then. Actually, I'm just picking up, I think, and I can go something like queen f4, for example. But I just go d7 again. Queen f2 check, king h1, and I'm always going d8 queen. I mean, that's always the problem. So this is quite tricky, actually. I'm not quite sure. What black should do. I mean, if you go something like rook d8, I go at the very least I go rook f1. Okay, e4 from Keith. That's quite, yeah, that's quite tricky, trappy. Just trying to divert the knight. I think knight takes e4 keeps things safe. Queen e4 is a bit more risky. Queen e4, we might get hit by queen d2, for example. Oh, queen d4. That's very ambitious from Stambad there. And b6. Yeah, that's quite clever. That's clever from Keith, because d7 now allows b takes c5. So that's a good clever move from Keith.
So maybe Stambad can take on e4 with the knight.
Yeah, queen. Oh, knight on b. Great. Good lord. That's a bit strange. I think really knight takes c4 was kind of, but okay, we can still take on e4 now. I think we sort of lost a little bit of the initiative, but we're still. But okay, queen f6 is hitting b2 and threatening queen f2 to f1. So Standbad sees that. That's great. Got to work out what to do now. It's possible you could do something like rook f1 and just clear the way to give queen checks. I don't. Always got to be careful with these that you're not leaving like the d6 pawn on prise. Ooh, this is risky, very risky, this one. But and I think white was really a really good position. This is getting quite rook f1 now. I think would be rook f1 would be a good idea. Yeah, because I think after rook f1 you take on f1, I take back. Rook d1, that's ambitious.
That's what I was thinking. Rook d1, but now then this move
d2 now is going to be a bit annoying. I can go rook d2. I can go rook d2, and then but then maybe I'm not quite sure. Now, I don't think you can hang on to the rook with queen c3 because I just go d7 then. Rook d4. Wow. I'm a bit. Ooh, bishop b3 now. Are we going? AB queen c5. Okay, queen. Oh no. Ooh, getting tricky. We're going to get into a rook on ending now. Queen d5 check is the only move.
Oh gosh.
Check. That's getting out. But now Keith's got his.
Okay, so Keith's got his rook and pawn ending.
It's going to be a pawn up here. So okay, you better take that pawn d5, I think, because you can't hang on to this one. But this is going to be winning for black, I think. Oh no, that's not good. King e6 now. And this is going to be winning now. Oh, unfortunately, they're not the ones I play anyway. Giganto Bear, pawn ending, rook and pawn endings always seem to be losing. We'll see. Rook a6 probably is handy, but the king's very active, so king c5.
Yeah, I think Keith will win now, won't he?
That was a tight one for Keith. My goodness me.
Yeah. I mean, Standbad was better earlier, maybe. Better, do you think?
It was definitely better. I think maybe to winning even. It's yeah. It goes. Oh, king b3 now. Yeah, this is going to be going to be a win here, and it's increments, so there's no worries.
Yeah.
Just seen that John Spielman won with checkmate in the first game against Jude Shear as well. So this is. But look at that little trick there. We are last trick. And,
well done, Keith. Okay.
Well done, Keith. Well done, bad. Great game.
Right. Quickly tell me another name. I've got.
Says, thanks. Sorry to be late. I was hoiking cat litter. Says John.
Oh. Okay,
John,
Here
we
we go.
Have a cat.
Yeah. So this is Richard.
Yeah, black is winning here again. Because that knight on e8 is kind of trapped, and we're going to go d2 and rook e2. No, Wilsonia, it's not Stockfish Leela. It's much more than that. It's this is Ethan Lee against Richard Pert. I was amazed. I saw Wilsonia in the TCC chat watching computer chess. So and he had it about eating stockfish. So it was. There we are. Good game for anti-drone Richard Pert. Very strong Blitz player, Richard. Definitely a dark horse for this tournament. So we've seen a lot of him in the quarantine league, and he's very strong. Harry Grieve.
I'm following all of them, but the games are over. So I'm just going to try names, unless you know any that are still going.
I mean, it's going to be a little bit difficult to follow everyone really, because this was quite a long game from Keith. So I would imagine that everyone is.
Got one. This is Nina against. Oh, it's not Nina, in fact. It ought to be Nina. Anyway, it's still a relevant one. We've got checkmate a lot.
Hey, checkmate a lot. So Peter Finn. So piece up. 11 seconds. Are you like lurking in TCC? Yes, no. Lurking's quite nice, isn't it? It's just following what people say and all that. It's I've always lurked a lot in the TCC. Ooh, Peter, this is getting a bit risky now. E4, knight G6, D2. I'm not sure about D2. That's although come to think of it, how are we going to? Are we good? Oh, knight C3 is not going to work because we've got rook C1. So how on earth do we get ourselves free? Oh, H5 might have been good. Oh, knight C3. Oh no, knight C3. Knight C3 was the one. Come on, Peter. Oh, just
a draw.
Oh no, draw by repetition. Oh, good lord. Oh, wow. My goodness me.
Okay.
That's dramatic there. It's so have we got the pairings for round 2 yet? Not yet. Maybe still a few games going on. I don't know.
Okay, let's try some more. Paul Dargan, we know, nut flush.
Indeed.
I'm following lots of players.
Hi, Gigantic Bear. It's a one-day tournament. It's just 9 rounds, this one. It's the final of the Blitz. So it's all going to be decided today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't. I thought maybe we should just try and go for some sort of somehow try and get a rook and pawn ending for pawn somehow. But again, I'm not able to tell you quite how that. But maybe maybe King G4 here was a good, a decent idea. Yeah.
Let's make sure we follow Jonathan Payne as well.
Oh, absolutely.
McCarthy Stone.
I think he's a bit of a dark horse for causing upsets. I think there's quite a few players I think who could cause upsets. We saw Stambad again, just really causing him all sorts of there. So
I'm able to follow him up. You're probably right. He's probably junior, and then I can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but it wouldn't seem crazy somehow. So
yeah. Okay. So we should be able to see. We can't know that the results haven't appeared yet on chess results. I'm going to just keep looking for games, but I imagine they're pretty much all over now. Okie doke. Josh London Kid.
Yeah, if you're following enough people, then eventually it'll all happen. I'm not quite sure when how long there is between the rounds. Really, it's
yeah. Let's look at the schedule. I think it goes on till about 9:30 or 10 or something like that.
Oh, so round 2 should be starting in about 1 minute. So
okay, 1920. Yes,
right. Yeah. So they were a little bit later, I think, with the first round, so they might a little bit of a delay on that. Yes. But I'm keeping on refreshing.
Looks like Matt got a default. Harry Grieve got a default.
Okay.
Yeb Dong got a default. Will Taylor and Rishi Thariani. So we wouldn't have seen any of those games. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What we could do.
Bogdan Lalic is in the list there, but not paired. So presumably. Yeah, he's right at the bottom of the list, Bogdan. But
there he is. Paired, yes,
but...
half point. So maybe he just.
Yeah, maybe he just came a bit late. They've given him a half point by there, so not bad.
Gigantic Mr. Default is not very good. Exactly.
Okay, ranking list after round 1.
Okay, good. Yes.
No,
right.
That's not complete though. It's not complete. So I think they're still inputting results there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So who should we follow this round? Let's see. We didn't see John Spillman's game actually last round, did we? So
no,
let's
John Spillman and Matthew Turner we should probably follow,
Matthew
shouldn't we?
Turner, we'll do those.
And maybe Harry Grieve as well. We could do some and have a little look. It's no, I know. I was just having a look Gigantobear to see whether how many results were already input and whether we've actually got pairings for Ragu. That's the I'm pressing refresh an awful lot, so probably destroying the website with all my requests. So so it's a tough one to organize this, and especially online, it's quite tricky really. So I would have expected that in the first couple of rounds we might be waiting a little bit longer for the pairings, but then after a while it just gets
it's on chess.com, and you can see it on chessresults.com as well.
Yeah, if you just go to chess.com and then start following some players, and then as Natasha said, in chessresults.com, wait a minute, can we put this link in? Can we put the link in the chat? Let me try.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, actually, have we? I didn't do anything for Game Changer.
For Game Changer, I was going to say that if you get that live, then
yeah, let's have a look. Game Changer. Let me just put Game Changer live. Whilst we're waiting, that would be a good thing to do. And
yes.
Oh, that's the Game Changer site. Here we are. Go live. Oops, sorry. Go live. And wait. Waiting. Edit. So the British Chess Championships Blitz final. Great. Save. Right, that's done. Yeah, I'm not sure where is that going to work. I'm not sure. Probably it needed to be set up beforehand, I'm afraid.
Oh, really?
So,
okay. Let me just see.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 5 people at 1 point is not quite enough, I don't think. Indeed, Gigantobear, I think we're sort of waiting for everything to catch up. I think just a couple more minutes and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Now, in theory, it should just start these games automatically as soon as they start for these players. But we'll see if that really works. I also want to. Yeah, I also want to look at Brandon Clark's games. So okay. I don't think we watched the games yet. Yeah. Chessclub.com, I don't know, Gigantobear.
Chessclub.com, is that the ICC, Internet Chess Club, or?
Okay, yes. I used to play there years ago.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah. All these the good old. That's a real blast from the past. I haven't heard that name for ages. But all these sites have pluses and minuses, but they're all pretty awesome, really. Just that you can just easily run a tournament just like this, just when you want. It's oh my goodness me! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's have a look. I'm just randomly clicking observe just to see.
Yes, so, do shout if you see anybody.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who is the first? Where is the first upset going to come? Who's going to cause that? Natasha?
Yeah, well, it could have been Stanley, couldn't it?
It was very close. Yeah. I think Arjun Kalani is definitely going to cause an upset.
Arjun, yeah, he will.
Jonathan Payne, I'm also betting on as a I think Sambad will probably cause an upset somewhere as well. And who else is Richard Chang? That's All Guns Blazing, isn't it? I think.
Yes. Yeah.
And he played really well in the qualifiers, I thought. So he could be dangerous as well, couldn't he? It's
yeah, and Harry Grieve as well. He
well, Harry's Harry's definitely a candidate for the championship. I think he's super fast, super good at Blitz. So yeah, no, I mean that could be a good one too. So going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing the tournament. Classical ratings.
I'm just checking Richard Pert's to see if it matches. Actually,
no, I don't think so because John's classical rating has gone down in recent years. So I think it's about 25, 10 or 15. So I think these are probably the FIDE Blitz ratings, aren't they? Although Richard Pert's
FIDE Blitz rating is 2441, and classical 2416, and rapid 2444. So they might just be chess.com ratings. I think they probably are chess.com ratings. No?
Do you think so? Do you think so? No, because John's chess.com rating is 2732 at Blitz. These should be the FIDE Blitz ratings, really. But
well, it's not, because I just checked Richard Pert's.
Yeah. Well, then your guess is as good as mine then.
Unless it's the ECF. Could be the ECF rating, couldn't it?
Could be. Could be ECF rating indeed. Yeah, because we've switched to FIDE ratings, haven't we? FIDE rating style for ECF ratings.
Yeah, because there's like Blitz and rapid ECF ratings as well, based on, I guess, I should know what it's based on. They're based on, anyway, online games, I suppose.
Yeah, could be Giganta Bear. I'm not 100% sure here. But so let's see. Still waiting. I keep on observing Keith Arkle just to be sure.
Hi, Ocelot. Yes, we're commentating the British Championship Blitz. I hope. Have you played in the team battle? I hope you're doing well.
Oh, let's have a look at the team battle.
Actually, that's what we should do between rounds: is pop in on the team battle.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could even berserk a game, I think. Let's have a look.
You do now have results up on chess.com. So if I just quickly share that screen. Okay. And so, John Spillman won against Jude Shearsby, Keith Arkle, Brendan Clark. It looks like it's pretty much gone with seedings. We had a draw there. Demetrius Zakarian got a draw with Jonathan Blackburn. And these are with seedings. And a couple of draws, checkmates like we saw.
Yeah, Richard Chang that we mentioned, he got a draw against Philip Augler, who's considerably higher rated. So yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing well all week. And Arjun won. That's with seeding. Oliver Stubbs. Yeah, and Edison Zhu we saw playing yesterday as well. I'm just going to remind myself what his name is. Eddie 998. That doesn't ring a bell actually. But we did see him playing lots. Okay, thank you, Gigantibet. ECF online Blitz rating.
Okay. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we're now
round two.
We're just waiting to the round two. That's what we're waiting for now. Dun dun dun. Going to get exciting pretty soon.
Yeah. Do you do different openings? If you were doing a 3+2 in the British Championship, would you play Elephant Gambit?
Elephant I might well play. I think I'd maybe think twice about the England 1d4 e5. That's a lot more dodgy. But the Elephant Gambit, definitely. That's certainly if people aren't particularly expecting it. So yeah, I mean, if you did it seriously and you prepared proper Blitz openings, then you could really cause some damage there because the right sort of sharp openings with little tricks and annoying stuff. Yeah, it is true. That's the one problem with online tournaments that aren't arenas. You know that somehow because I think obviously you've got the anti-cheating measures as well. You've got to make sure that everyone's in a Zoom call and everything like that. So it can take a long time. I mean, we did a shogi tournament at the Mind Sports Olympiad, and that was quite. Between people withdrawing and then coming back into the tournament and withdrawing continually again, it was it made it quite fiddly, really, in a way that's just not really the case in over the board tournaments. So always requires just a little bit more patience from that point of view. But yeah, I mean, it's again fantastic that we've got this option. My goodness, just imagine we didn't have this option. What would we be doing with ourselves for chess? It's so still waiting just for the rounds. I'm just in case things have started. I keep on observing Keith Arkle.
Yeah.
But let's try John Spielman as well. We're going to look at John Spielman this round, and we said Harry Grieve as well, and Matthew Turner, because we haven't seen those yet. Oh, round two, it's there. Right.
Excellent. Okay.
Graham Waddington, Chris Duncan against Matthew Turner, Keith Arkle against Paul Dargan, Brandon Clark against Scott Altman. So let's go.
Oh, excellent. I want to see all of those. Okay, but let's see what we can do. So it hasn't taken me directly to John Spielman.
That hasn't started yet, I don't think. It hasn't started yet.
Okay.
So, I'm just trying a few players and not getting anything yet. So what is Bogdan Lalic? He's B unit, isn't he?
Yes. Good.
Is it B
Bogdan, unit, I guess he'll come in on half a point.
He does
because
indeed,
he
yes.
9.
Oh, they're not giving his username, Bogdan. I'm pretty sure he's B unit.
Oh, well, let's look up his opponents then. That's easy. We can get around this problem. Edition 2, which we just looked at before. Eddie _988.
No, I'm not getting anything back from anyone yet.
No, I guess they're just going through and starting the games. England women's team battle. Loz, I assume you're talking to Gigantobear, not me there. Get to Berserk if you want.
Indeed, Wilson. Some problems are nice to have.
Here's a challenge for you. What you can do is multitask playing in the England women team battle, berserking, while still following our commentary and commenting in the chat. Bet you can't do that. Right, I'm following all sorts of players. So we were going through these pairings and pointing out some nice games. We have lots of players on one. We have the top 9 boards pretty much on one. Yeah. Oh, you're cheating because you're tabbing too much in the bullet game. Yeah. You maybe better not then.
Let's have a look. Come on. Let's see this tournament. Just trying a few more people. Just to see. Biraniden. His name, Biraniden.
Tell you what, if it's half an hour per round, how much is 9 rounds going to take us to?
Going to be a late one, Natasha.
9, 10, 11. It's going to be after midnight. 11:30 maybe.
No worries. It'll definitely speed up, but I think there's always. I think they've had quite a few. There've been obviously some no-shows. Which
yeah. No, it's tough.
It's just a little bit tricky. It's do know from experience that correcting stuff is always takes a very long time.
Yeah.
Right. Just having a few more anti-drone.
Well, I am going to put on the team battle in the background, and then as soon as I start showing my screen for that, we'll definitely get our game starting, won't we?
Absolutely.
Team battle. Okay, so English chess players are in last place at the moment, unfortunately, in Liga Team A. So, okay, if I start showing my screen, we'll have to at least one of us look and check when these games are actually starting on chess.com.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to unshare this, and I'm going to share a different one. 4A, isn't it? Okay, English chess players. Can you see that? We can have a look at Wilsonia.
Wow.
Who is playing? Oh, playing both team battles at once. Okay, we are now following, just very temporarily, the team battle 5+0. Wilsonia is taking on FIDE Master Rene HP, and has his knight in on d5. And actually, Rene HP is berserked and is throwing his kingside pawns up the board at Wilsonia, who won't be alarmed. Wilsonia's dealt with this sort of thing before.
He's a pretty cool cat, Wilsonia. My goodness, so those pawns are far advanced.
They are. One of them. It's in this Alpha Zero place, isn't it? This diagonal pawn on g3, tying Wilsonia's king right to the back rank.
Yeah, I might have gone knight g6 to f4. Actually, that looked quite tempting. But
I was going to say I wouldn't play f4 because that kind of blocks it off, doesn't it? Whereas black will open it up a bit.
But well, there's not much. I'm checking. Ah, yes, it started.
Oh, it started. Right. I'm going to just switch back again. I knew that would happen. That's what I'm going to do next time as well. Okay, and we have Matthew Turner. No, Chris Duncan against Matthew Turner here.
Oh, okay, and d4 from Matthew Turner. That's slightly unusual. Normally, you play Queen a5 here. Although I think this sort of transposes. This is very strange. d4. Is this really possible? I'm getting my theory rather mixed up here, but. I mean, normally black goes Queen a5 in those positions. So this is a little bit mysterious from Matthew Turner.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't normally play the main stuff, does he?
No, Queen's Gambit decline from him is pretty unusual, really. We've got to watch out here. He's not going to lose a piece, is he?
Oh, is he? How would he lose a piece?
Well, I mean, if I go
knight a4, no.
Well, no. Well, knight a4 already. I mean, there's Queen a5, right? But if I just go, I can go try e takes d4 here. And then if knight takes d4, I take, and I go knight a4, which is looking a little bit worrying, really. So I'm just wondering whether is there something clever going on there?
I won't get an analysis board up because it's Blitz, I think. But
okay, so
that one we're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, knight a4, queen a5, b4. I mean, I guess that black can just take knight b4 and just claim compensation. But this looks rather okay. Take knight a4. And what are we doing then?
What, queen a5?
b4.
And then just go b4.
I don't understand, actually. I don't really see what's happened. What? I mean, I suppose.
Oh, queen a5. Wait a minute. Is this something with the bishop f2?
No. I mean, bishop f2, I just go queen f2. And if you go queen a5, b4, bishop f2, I go king f2. Okay, but we've got, I mean, we have actually got bishop e5 here to pick up the queen here. I mean, bishop e5, you go bishop takes c5, and then I go rook takes d8. I mean, it's, you know, it's a definite advantage. And you might even be able to just go bishop e2.
Hang on, you can't go bishop e5 because of queen a5.
Oh, Natasha, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bishop e2 is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. I missed that completely. So, okay, and this is Matty Turner's trick, of course. Bishop e5, queen a5. Wow.
Yeah, he's trying for it now.
Wowsies. My goodness me. It'll get better, Gigantobear. Wow. Crumbs, yeah. Need to check my theory on that. So bishop d7. So if bishop d4, we're going to go ed, rook takes d4, and bishop a4, which is the cunning idea.
Good grief. Keith Arkell's won already against Paul Dargan, it looks like.
Good Lord.
Shall we switch? We'll switch around a little bit because I wanted to see John Spielman as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so this is John Spielman against Smooth Baron Graham Waddingham.
Okay, so yeah, white's a little bit better here. Good bishop on d6, weakness on c6, I suppose. But is it that much? I'm not sure. I mean, c5 here. Ooh, I thought c5 was maybe reasonable. Takes on c5, knight takes c5. Just get a nice active rook. Oh, this is not bad as well. Bringing the knight into c4. That's so. Yeah, okay. Knight c4 now, and yeah. Sometimes you play moves like rook takes c4, but I don't think it's really there yet. So certainly in a blitz game, I think you carry on. Yeah, I think what John's looking for here is well, I think we'll go a4 now. That's quite nice. So you sort of got a rook c4 is sort of quite nice, but I sort of wonder whether it's that might be an idea. Yeah, because actually this bishop now is getting a little bit caught here. Yeah, so rook c1 here, and if knight d6 will take queen d6 and queen c6. So queen back to b7. Yeah, maybe rook takes c4 is the way to go. I don't know whether you could throw in a move like g4. Oh, no, that can't be. Can that really be right? Putting the king on h2, it feels very risky tactically. Knight d2, round to e4.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea? Again, not 100% sure. But it's swapping things around. Well, actually, we can probably just take and go queen d7, can't we? We could probably have taken and gone queen d7 because with the king on h2, you know what I was complaining about, then there's a check there. The only thing is that Graham is very short on time here. So queen b7, going to force a5. But is this a good idea? Because we got queen d3 afterwards. Well, f3. Yeah, that knight. Oh, it was better on c4. It was better on c4. And I think you're right, Gigantobear. I think h4 would have been a very nice move there just to trap the knight. But I think this is going to to be nasty anyway.
John Spillman would call this a dark square game, wouldn't he? He likes to think of the games as dark square or light square games, and he's playing with this queen and bishop on the dark squares.
John Ems, you mean? John Ems, yeah.
John Spillman.
No, John Spillman. Does he talk like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Never heard of him. Never heard him saying that before.
Yeah.
Queen d7. Okay, so black sort of surviving for the moment. Oh yeah, knight f7. Interesting. F4. So it's passive. I mean, white will have a sort of a b5 and then a6, a7 at some stage, which might be interesting. Not 100% clear though. Okay, well, it's been done. I'm wondering about that. I would have thought John might have played g4, you know, and opened up a few more lines. But
I thought he might. That's what I thought he was aiming for with his king h2.
Ooh, is that going to work?
d7.
I don't think so.
No, a7.
Yeah.
c6.
The question is, can you? I mean, we'll go. I think John will just go. Oh, king h7. Oh, we go a7 now, and that'll be finished. We had to take on a6 there. Oh, bishop a5. That's a strange move from John. Rook e6 check.
Just defending his pawn, isn't he?
Yeah, we could have gone a7 though, I think, and then just rook c8. That looked quite. Oh, good lord! This is a bit strange from John.
Should be enough though. I would have thought.
B4.
Okay.
I mean, I think we could have gone b4 earlier. I don't know. I mean, it's really strange because we could have gone rook f8. I think just to. But okay, they should still be winning now. So yeah, this will be just easily winning now. Maybe switch to another game, Natasha.
Yep. Okie doke. Let's see. Tactics Monster
against Richard Pert. No.
Oh, Tactics Monster 24, not Tactics Monster 12.
Okay, yeah.
Different Tactics Monster. For Richard Pert.
Yeah, against Richard Pert. So Richard's it's a queen and pawn ending. Now let's have a look. Is this one winning? I'm not sure actually. I don't think it is. Or is it? We got f6 check, haven't we? That's the key point. And then king f5. And then f3 or f4, whichever one you want. But wait a minute, king g7. Oh, this is not clear. King g7, king e6, f5, I think. Isn't this subtle? Don't we have something subtle?
Yeah, you should have gone f3, not f4.
I think you should have gone f3 indeed. I think that was the key point. Because I think no, that's gone right.
He's done it.
That's gone right again. No, but he triangulated and I think he needed to wait with king g8 or something and then oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's maybe winning. It was maybe always winning. But a little bit worrying. But now f5, f6 is coming in.
Yeah, this is good.
And I don't think you can go king. Yeah, now you go king h7, and now you promote to a rook, or you go king e8 if you don't want to. If you don't want to find the promote to a rook thing. Very good.
Very good. There. Okay, I want to quickly check in on Brandon as well against Josh Altman.
Winning for black here.
Yes, so that is completely winning.
Excellent.
Okay, and that's fine. All the other games that I already have as my automatic follows are finished. So this is the last one.
Fantastic.
Okay. And
don't worry, Giganto Bear. Soon people will start hanging pieces against you.
all right. Shall we see if Stanbad's still playing?
Absolutely.
He is not. I think they're going to be pretty much all over now.
Yeah, I mean, these are quite long games, really. So,
all right. Well, I'm just going to pop back to the team battle then, because that'll make the draw come through quicker. I know that. I know that's how things work. So that was this one, Wilsonia, I think. And then we had to go back here. And English chess players up to 9th. This is very exciting. So we'll see Kate Swampy because he's on a streak. And playing against Sermitod, who has berserked. and is playing h4. Can you see that one okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just checking the other results, really. So was just making sure, having a little check just to see whether we got some results up. Okay, Swampy, I could. I feel like, let's have a look. Have you got the link for that?
Yeah, I'll put it into the chat. This will take you to Kate Swampy's game, but you just do back from there.
Brilliant.
Okay.
All right, let's have a look. Maybe I can play a couple of quick games. Because how many players have we got, actually? We've got 15 players, all the same.
Back to English chess players. Oh, back into 10th. There is a lot of our usual regular players, 15 players.
Oh, good Lord, it's 5 plus 0. My goodness.
Yes,
it's a long one.
Yes, you might not have time to play any, but we can spectate a few.
I'm gonna start one anyway, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Just checking again, just to see. Real multitasking this. Checking to see whether we've got. Yeah. Okay, there we are. We've got a new game there.
Got new games?
Yeah. And then I'm just going to play a few. Okay, we're going to play gambits today. But if the opponent won't take them, then it's a little bit worrying.
All right, we'll go from the start.
Ooh. It's one of those. Ooh, you don't know where to put your pieces, really. So yeah, this is this opening system. It's really a good example that you. Oh, good Lord!
You can go 96.
Yeah, I think it's a good example that you really shouldn't combine. Yeah, D6 with F5, really. So am I not just
Bishop H6 and Queen H5?
Possible. I was actually wondering whether I had maybe other things, but I'll play this very subtle move here. Ooh, there we are. Ooh, we'll go there. Brilliant. If we can just make a couple of points, that would be lovely, really. Just to help out a little bit. Feeling a little bit guilty. We always play in the in this league, but somehow with the commentary and everything, we've sort of let it drop, and they're quite a strong. It's quite a strong league this time, isn't it? Really? So let's have a look. I'm just observing, trying a few times to see whether I'm getting anywhere. Okay. Play my crazy gambits. So nice and quick. Here we are. Get this a lot, actually. It's if you look at what white players naturally do in this position, it is actually quite. Ooh, good Lord! Well, I'll carry on. I'll just do my normal stuff. All right, I'll just come here. There we are. This is getting serious already, probably, I think. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I think that was the mouse slip.
That should help.
That's definitely going to help. All right, I'll play here.
Hello, Guitar Man.
Hey, Guitar Man, how are things?
Yeah, we are in general following the British Blitz, but between the rounds, because they're quite quick rounds, and between the rounds we will follow a couple of games from the Quarantine League.
It's just high class. Oh, good lord, where's my mouse? High class multitasking. So, oh, good lord, one of the best discovered checks I've ever played.
That's a good one.
Right. Okay.
I think still no pairings, so
no
you can
pairings.
carry on.
Yeah, let's keep on going. It's yeah, hopefully it's going to speed up a little bit, and obviously we're doing this to sort of fill time a little bit because there's quite a bit of time in between the rounds there. But hopefully it'll speed up. But hopefully this can be a little bit entertaining, and also help out the English team a little bit, maybe.
Yes, well, we're already up to 9th, and so this particular one, it's a sort of promotion or relegation on the night. And so if we finish in the top 3, we get promoted, and if we finish in the bottom 3, we get relegated for this team battle.
Right.
Hello, Waldsman.
Hey, Waldsman. You're not playing in the Blitz tonight, are you, Waldsman?
Didn't see you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which means you have time to play in the Quarantine League if you fancy it.
So let's have a look.
Oh, right. All the results have come through. The pairing's not yet, but you can carry on going because the pairing's not yet. But I can tell you the people on 2 points are John Spielman, Keith Arkle, Matthew Turner, Richard Pert, Harry Grieve, Dongbauer Niger, and Brandon Clark. So just 7 people now on 2 out of 2. So we'll get some very interesting games this round, actually. Looking forward to it.
Oh, that gives away a piece. There we are. Should we pause that then? Because I'm not sure that I'll be able to.
I think the I think the game.
We're up to 7th. We're up to 7th. There we are.
Oh, very good.
That's helped a little bit. So we'll see. Well, in between, maybe we'll still have time for the next round.
There'll be a bit more after the next round because the rounds are only 10 minutes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. If we got the pairings up, normally within about 3 or 4 minutes we start playing. So
I have to keep remembering what screen I'm sharing here. Right. So let's share the chess results. Okay, so that gave this was the
Walsman said had to cook supper for Chess Widow. Indeed, Guitar Man. Between the rounds, Matthew will be doing pretty much anything. It's yeah. So come on, we want.
Oh, your poor Chess Widow. I hope you cooked her something nice.
We're not speeding along here, it has to be said, but I'm pretty confident that that we'll speed up as time goes on.
Yeah. So here we go. So this is the. I'll show you the standings here. So let's see. So we've mentioned all the ones on 2. So on 1.5, we've got some. We've got Frankie Batticioni. Let's see who he's played. He's just got a win against Demetrius Sakarian.
Yeah, he's done well because this Gerasimos Giachos. He's a strong long play player. Maybe he doesn't have a British online rating, but he was doing very, very well.
He qualified, didn't he? If I remember right, he qualified. I might not remember right. Yesterday.
Got to remember.
We can check that. Yeah. We can just check the championship qualifier, and so anyone with 3.5 or more would have qualified. Let's see the final.
Don't forget the pudding, Walsman. Don't forget the pudding.
Don't burn the cakes. So yes, these were yes, he did. He qualified in he got 4.5 out of 5. He did extremely well. in the tournament to qualify for the slow play. And everyone from here upwards, so from Ferrari fan upwards, has qualified. Oops, sorry. So we have Arjun finished first. Yichin Han and Gerasimos and Jonathan Payne were all on 4.5 out of 5, so they were the top group. It's going to be a really good championship, actually. Freddie Gordon, Paul Dargan, Edson Zhu, Lawrence Spencer, all these players. Theo Cowrie, we were following, Amirabis. They all qualified. Harry Grieve and Robert Starley for the championship, which starts tomorrow. Let's see, have we got any pairings?
Not yet. I'm refreshing like crazy. But
I think if you do Berserk another game, we'll get them immediately.
Do you want to? Shall I try? Because it's about.
You can, because I can always switch back anyway before you.
Okay, it's about 7 minutes, but yeah. Okay, let's just do it. We'll try. Because it's.
Okay, I can hear the Blitz. Let me unshare that one.
I've lost to this guy before, presumably berserking before.
You'll have to be careful then. That must be it. Here we go. Now, crowd, Simon Smith qualified. Did this incredible dancing bear qualify?
What am I going to do there? Okay, I'll do that. Bishop b6. How am I doing here? Well, I mean, considering it's an elephant. I mean, I must be satisfied vaguely with the results, I think.
Yeah, you're still on the board.
I'm still on the board, aren't I? I mean, that's got to be.
Yeah.
You've got to see that as positive, really. That was a subtle move. Cost me a little bit of time, though.
You're going to try and get your queen on.
Well,
where are you going?
It's I've got a few little difficulties with my development, really. Oh, that's probably helping. I was a bit more worried about stuff like maybe it wasn't dangerous, but c4 or
Gigantic Bear wants you to be pawned down.
Indeed, yeah. I'm sorry about this. I don't seem to be a pawn down at all, but I'm trying to actively to ruin my position. So you know, you've got to give that to me. This is really a bit too much what I'm doing. c4. All right, I'll go knight b6, I think. Oh, okay, I'll come back there then. I don't think that's achieved very much for white. Okay, so rook e7. What should I do? I should be trying to do something sensible here. Rook e8. Knight e5. Okay, I'll go bishop f5 maybe.
All right, we do have pairings, but I don't think the game's always a big one as well. Brandon Clark against John Spielman and Matty Turner against Harry Grieve.
Bishop takes f4.
And they are starting. I'm gonna switch off your game.
Go for it.
And head back to chess.com. Okay, and we have a Caro-Kann defense advance. Brandon Clark is playing white and John Spielman black. And John's the first one to have a little think here and is going h6. Queen h4, and it looks like the center could open up at any moment. They've got all these pawns on. So now Brandon's taken on c5, and the knight cannot recapture because of the pin. So John's coming around with his other knight, and he's going to try and take on probably c5 and e5. Well, Brandon's defended with b4, and so I think at some point, but not now, John can't take on e5 because there's still this pin. So he's now trying to make the most of his passed d pawn, and I imagine he's going to push it all the way to d3. We're not going to follow Sadler, Kilic, Gigantiville. We're going to follow Clark, Spillman. But if Matthew
this is terribly distracting. I'm getting so distracted. I can't. Oh dear me, terrible.
Well, this is a very interesting game, actually, because John's threatening to just take on b4. And if white just does push up to a5, then it looks like you could take on e5, but it could be very, very dangerous. So we'll see what he does. Brandon's having a good think here now. He's like a whole minute down on the clock. Are you surprised by DC?
There we are. Okay, I've finished. I'm back.
Right. Well, come and see this game because it's very interesting. Brandon's white and has all his pawns coming up on the queen side.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is theory. This is known theory.
Yeah.
So this is all quite known theory. B4, D4, Rook, D1, A5. Although somewhere maybe we've left it or somewhere. But yeah, this line is quite well known. This is an interesting idea because now we're going knight b3 with white, and then afterwards, oh, queen b7.
Oh no, we're not. We are taking on.
I was really thinking knight b3 to protect c5 and also to threaten knight d4. This is very risky because, especially against Spessy. I mean, I'd love to throw in d3 really, because queen c6, I'd have d takes e2. Rook c8 from John. Now, yeah, knight b3.
Right now, knight b3
looks obvious there. Yeah, I was sort of wondering about playing d3 and knight a5. Actually, that was more what I wanted to do, but obviously at this. Whoa, bishop c2. What is all this about? This is totally bit off the wall, really. If we just
crazy, isn't it?
If we just take on d4 with a rook here, isn't this quite dangerous?
Okay, so takes, and then I suppose black could think about knight takes.
Yeah, but maybe bishop takes b3, because if knight takes, I wanted to go knight bd4, and then I've got c6 afterwards, which might be quite awkward. But rook d4, bishop takes b3 might be quite interesting.
Brandon's really short on time.
Knight fd4. That's more subtle. That's much more subtle. Because now after let's have a look. So bishop takes d1, I think, is what Spess will do. If knight c6, he'll play rook takes c6.
Yeah, and then we could play the other bishop takes d1.
C6, bishop takes e2. How is that looking? Well, it's still very, very murky. Because I could go queen b5 and then c6. But there's back rank.
I expect you're right, Gigantiville. I expect it's not.
Ooh, rook d4. That doesn't look so great. But okay.
For who?
For black here.
Okay.
Because you're just a pawn down, in actual fact. Rook d3. You can't castle either.
This pin could be nasty as well, because if white can get this bishop out, like to f4 or somewhere,
this is a horror,
could double up.
It's a bit of a horror show, actually, this for white. So castles now you can get away with, but I think, are you getting hit with bishop h6 now? Yeah, you're getting hit with bishop h6.
Yeah. Bishop.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, you're not.
I think bishop h6 takes. rook g3, and then queen f4 check. Queen f4. I think that was just winning on the spot, I think.
Yeah.
So, okay, John's going to... Well, yeah, this is still really bad. My goodness.
But Brandon's only got 12 seconds left.
Okay, he's right down this increment. Okay, so queen h4, yeah. Spess is... Oh, Spess. Oh, queen f2 check we've got. But this is not very clear because, yeah, I mean, rook f1 is in there. We've got bishop h6, but Spess is really good in these positions. If there's tricks, yeah, rook d7. So queen d4 will be played now. Bishop h6 is queen takes e4. So maybe queen c2 or queen b1. Queen b1, I think. Yes, that's the correct move. We're threatening bishop h6 now. Discovered attack on the queen. So, actually, the queen hasn't got many squares here. It's got to be said. Actually, the queen's nearly trapped.
So queen c3, perhaps?
Queen c3. We could just go rook c1, actually. Which is, because the queen...
Spess, yeah, we call him Spess.
Yeah, or Speciminski. F5. EF. Oh, bishop h6 was probably... oh, no, it's queen e5. Oh, this is clever. This is very clever. Queen f1, there's some threats, but rook f7, look at Spess, but rook f7, rook d4. Rook d4. This is just... yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, it's just winning. Bishop d6.
White's emerged bishop up there.
Yeah, I mean... and with increments, it's gone. Wow, what a game. Hard luck, Spess. Well played, Brandon.
All right, I'm going to move straight on to Peshka the Great.
Okay, Peshka the Great is black. Okay, white against anti-drone, but black has a great position here. Really good position. So the only problem, these pawns... let's have a look. What is anti-drone doing here? He's trying to loosen up the pawns, but I'm not sure he's done that in the right way.
It's a white's declined a draw here.
Indeed. Yeah, well, I think f5 here could be quite awkward, actually. F5 could be very... Okay, rook e4 threatening rook b4 here. Well, yeah, I mean, we could go f5 still, actually. F5 would be very strong. Okay, because we had rook c4 and then rook d4 picking up the knight. So, yeah, that's slightly... But rook c4... king b5, I guess now. Yeah, we definitely missed a chance there. But I know that white wanted to carry on though, because certainly the rook on f6, it's way out of play there. It was really good on a7 before, but somewhat out of play, so quite tricky. That's a good sensible check to throw in. Never does any harm. But how does white make progress here? Not... Oh, okay.
White's repeating, it looks like.
Maybe rook e8, maybe here can try. Well, I'd have thought maybe rook... Yeah, okay.
Done it. Yeah.
Yeah. Rook a7. Ooh. Rook c8 check. King b5.
Might repeat now.
Might repeat now, because it's looking very risky here. I would have thought that... okay. Anti-drone's carrying on now. Rook c2 gone passive. So maybe... Okay. H6, rook d2, f5's coming. F5's coming in now. Rook c4 check. Yeah, but you go king b5 now, and if f5, then a2. So, this is complicated. Actually, this is very not easy at all. Rook a7 is a good, sensible move. Yeah, I would. I'd definitely start looking at taking the draw here. Yeah, I think this is better. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the draw.
Well played, both players. Well played.
Yeah. Okay, we've got another one still going, which is Drunken Knight against Attacking Snow Leopard.
Attacking Snow Leopard. My goodness. So, what is this ending? This, I guess, this should really be. Isn't Chris? I suppose Chris is just going to try and pick up the H pawn. Well, why not? Oh, he's done it. Well, there we are. That's going to be a win. It shouldn't have been that easy, I think, but probably a tough one to defend. Okay, Gigantobear, that's a nice idea. Yeah, that was knight c3 was possibly a very good idea there. So, yeah, this is just going to be a win. And then you go to f3. Oh, yeah, or like that. It's just all good enough. King f3 is always the way to do it. And then when you check, you sidestep. And then g3 is probably a pretty good one. Yeah, G2. Rook F2 check is pretty good too. And King F3 now. And King E2. And E3. Yeah, okay. And then you can do various things, but I mean, Rook F8 is quite is going to be good enough. We can build our bridge if we want to, or yeah, we can go even further like that. That's pretty good. E2 is going to win. Yeah, all there we are. Well done, Chris. Good, good technique there. Just finishing off nicely.
Yeah.
So we can just go wherever we like. And Rook F1 check and E1 will finish things off. With an increment, it's all gonna work out well. No need to pre-move at all. Just or only pre-move if you move your rook far away. Well done.
I'm trying to find some more players that might be playing still. Okay. I'm basically looking for adult players so I can do this follow, and then their game should appear automatically. Right. Andrew McGettigan, he's an adult player. De Gringelard 64. Okay. I guess the games are basically going to be over.
Going to be over, aren't they? I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, round 3. Let's have a look. Yeah, results not up yet. Shall I do a little bit more?
Yeah, I can tell you're dying to. Let's do that.
Well, I mean, it's just we're in eighth place at the moment, and
yeah, definitely.
23 minutes to go. I could get a couple more games in. You never know. It might help. So.
Yes. Okay, 8th. Because if we get up to 7th, we're not relegated.
Exactly. That would be quite amazing. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but.
And Wilsonia's on a streak, and Mouseslip is on a streak, and Henny Penny, who we normally follow as well. Okay. Let's see. Schwitzenzug.
Oh, the good old Clarendon Court.
Clarendon Court, John Levitt's favourite opening. Where he used to live in Clarendon Court.
Indeed. H3. Let's do it that way. Ooh, that's ugly. That is really ugly.
What, your own moves?
No, what my opponent is doing, thank goodness.
Your opponent's. Sorry, yes, you're white here and he's black, yes.
Let's do that one. I'm not quite sure. I should be playing this map.
This looks already good for you, doesn't it?
It does look quite nice. Oh, good Lord, I've got to do this. I'm sorry. It's maybe. Ooh, am I going to regret this?
Was that wise?
Never mind. In we go. All right, we'll do it like that. Yeah, this has just got completely random, really, but we'll see.
You're giving up your queen.
I know. I'm getting a few pieces for it, though.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, this is not a very, not a very good way of doing things. Oh, dear me.
The crowd, please don't try this at home.
Yeah, there's the rook takes f2 here, which might be a little bit of an annoying way of giving up the queen. But we will deal with that. That's when it comes up. Oh, he's not giving up the queen. Okay. So if I go queen d2 here.
Oh, bishop f3.
Queen h6 check is what I'm claiming.
Oh.
I think he'll regret not taking my queen, to be honest. So what's he going to do?
Blue Grey Hayes seems to think John Levitt wasn't planning the opening this way.
So what's he going to do? Rook f6, maybe? I go knight takes c4, rook g6. He could try and play around like that. I go rook h6. I mean, in principle, I'm just a whole piece up, really. Knight f3 check. I will take that. And I will take here. I'll give a check here, I think. Which I think is going to be on the painful side.
Bishop h6 check, developing your bishop.
Indeed.
Very good. All right.
We're close, we're close, we're close, we're close.
I think you carry on because we don't have pairings.
We don't have pairings yet. Okay, cool.
No.
I'm not getting paired very quickly. So
I will. You carry on, and then I will.
Oh, we're in seventh place. We're in seventh place. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Berserk against me. I'm more than happy to.
Diva.
Oh, I'm playing my rubbish gambit again. Curses. All right. Bishop b4, I think.
It's okay. On 3 out of 3 is Nagia Dongbao, Matthew Turner, and Brandon Clark.
Fantastic. I will take that one, and then I will go h6, I think. And I will take that one. I'll go here. I mean, considering this is the worst gambit you have ever seen in your life.
No, I've seen lots of really bad gambits.
Well, yeah, but this is definitely one of them. So Queen e3 played. Okay, Queen f6. I think Queen takes a7 is force mate.
Oh. As in you force mate?
I thought so. No, actually, that's not clear. Oh, well, we'll do it anyway. Knight check, Queen h4, Queen a8 check. I go King d7, you go Bishop e2. I go out to e6. Oh, what the hell?
I hope your gambit... I read that as gambled. You gambled your queen. I hope it paid off, Gigantobear.
There we are. This is what I'm claiming. I'm claiming this works.
Oh. This looks... But is there an uncovered attack? There is there. Could you take the queen?
It's got no checks there, so I am actually claiming that I'm just winning here. And as things go, I think it's quite convincing.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Bishop c4. Okay. Let's have a look. King e7, he's got Queen a3. Then I go Rook d6. And is he getting out of that mate?
Oh, round 4 pairings are up.
Not
I'm
remotely.
going to have a look. All right, so we have Nagia Dongbao against Matthew Turner, and Richard Pert against Brandon Clark, and Bogdan Lalic against Will Taylor, and Gerasimos Giachos against Keith Arkle.
Fantastic. So
oh gosh, and you know what we also have?
Nope.
So on board 6, we have a rematch of Arjun Kalani against Harry Grieve.
Oh, good.
I don't know if anyone was there last night seeing an absolute epic struggle between these two, which affected about whether 10 different people qualified into the British Championships. So I do want to have a little look at that game.
Let's have a look. Do you think that are the pairings going to start soon? Do you think?
It started already.
Okay. The games have started already.
I've got to unshare my screen. I'm unsharing my screen.
Okay, brilliant. Then I'll stop there and pray
yes,
for
there and because we've got some good things.
Okay, pray for the English chess players that it comes right.
Yes,
I've done all I could, I'm afraid.
There we go. So can you see we've got Matthew Turner?
Yeah. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right, Gigantic Bear. Rook G8 check was also good. So this has worked out very nice for Matthew Turner because hitting that bishop on f4, and there's some problems with the e3 pawn there. So White's actually just letting Black take on f4. Well, actually, this is not so. That's quite wise to do this one because after knight f4, ef4, probably that bishop on h5 was getting into trouble. Okay, this is this is going to end up as a sort of a fairly normal position, I suppose. We're going to we could take on f4, take on d3, take on f4 and play e5, or we can play a bit more aggressively and play e5 and not take the bishop. That's a bit, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one in general. I think that knight on d5 is going to get chased, so I would have thought maybe it would have been good to okay, this is a strange move. E takes d4 check. Or maybe Matthew's going to play queen e7 simply and just go for the exchange of queens. That's possible.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. He's just going for, knight e4. That's nasty. Yeah.
We're going to take that.
Yeah, then we go f takes e4, and this is, that's gone horrible for Black. Yeah, okay, f takes e4 now. With a big advantage for Black here. Not really clear how you're going to develop. I mean, just castles kingside, I think, is simple. And then, well, we've got to see how does Black dare to develop actually, because castle queenside, yeah, Matthew Turner probably choosing the right way, a4 straight away. This is going to be a toughie for Black because Black's got no counterplay at all.
He's got to get that bishop out, hasn't he?
Yeah, but okay, yeah. I guess g6 is what needs to be done. I think we just carry on with a5 with Black. You know, I think that's the simplest. Or b4 is also not stupid. It's really, I mean, a6 and then queen f3 feels very tempting. Queen f3 now. You're targeting f7 and also threatening e5 as well. That would be a very sensible move, I think. Very unpleasant for Black.
Yeah, but I suppose he wants to get his kingside pawns going.
Okay, knight g5. That's interesting. So what's happening after h6? I suppose you could even consider playing bishop takes d6 then. Queen d6 and knight f7. That is not crazy. Well, actually h6, knight f7 and bishop d6 is also quite scary, I have to say. Or even e5. There's a lot of scary stuff around there, but that's sometimes an advantage for Black, you know, that there's so much scary stuff around that you just, that White loses, doesn't quite know what to do anymore. You know, it's all so good. So
maybe Black should drop his knight back.
Rook f8. Okay, so looking for stuff like just trying to avoid it. I think knight h5 is what Matthew Turner is going to be looking for next. Still vaguely tempted with queen f3 indeed. So now Black's got a. Can you risk knight h5? Maybe you just have to simply because e5 is quite a threat really. Threatening queen takes c6 and knight h5. That's a good choice for Matty, I think. Just but now we've got. I mean, knight f7 is a definite possible. E5 is also a definite possible as well. You could go e5 and then d5, I guess, and then afterwards you go knight takes f7. And
then Black d5,
yeah, knight g3, and then you take knight g3. You probably just go hg. Now there are some tricks. There's bishop takes e5, which looks completely outrageous, but might standard chance of working. Maybe you can just take on f7 straight away. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Just knight takes f7 probably, and knight e3 you go hg, and then yeah, okay, this is interesting, but this has happened. So d5. I mean, maybe just. I mean, knight h7 might also just be possible, actually, come to think of it. Okay, knight f7. But now what I'm wondering about is whether you can go knight takes g3 here, h takes g3, and bishop takes e5. Now, what I'm wondering about, though, is what if white goes something like rook e1? Because if you take knight takes e5, there's quite a few bizarre tactics there. But I'm just wondering, after bishop e5, there's maybe rook e1. Rook e1, rook e1, rook e1. Oh, I fear that's correct. I fear that's correct. Well, that's the problem in these sort of bad positions. You okay, knight b8 from Matty Turner. So, I mean, white could just go knight d6 check here and get out of it. Queen g4. Oh, it's going to be very powerful. King c7. I've got. Oh dear. I
don't like Mr. Black at all.
Yeah, rook f1 now. Playing very sensibly here. Oh, 98 check. 98 check.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to look at White's rating. White's 26-38 on chess.com.
Yeah.
Very strong player there.
Let's see, Tactic Monster against Harry Grieve. So we did see this same lineup yesterday. And actually, didn't Tactic Monster have doubled pawns for quite a while during the game yesterday?
On F pawns yesterday.
Yeah, so today it's C.
Yeah, Harry's better here today. Again, in actual fact, and yeah, but not an easy one to win. There's a lot of weak pawns. Rook is a good one. I think we go rook 1 e2 probably. Not quite sure how we sort of shake the. Well, okay, rook h3 is c4. Okay, now we can maybe start thinking about playing a5. Just yeah, because we've got we sort of this rook and e4 is a bit restricted now. This isn't 100% easy for white, but yeah, the restricted pawn on the fact you're restricting the rook on c6 with the double rooks is quite good, but it's a bit hard to find a move for white really. Okay, this is probably sort of sensible. We could go rook c3 here now, and pick up the c pawn. Oh, okay. I think rook c3 was just winning the c pawn, to be honest. But I think Harry's going to go. Is he going for king f5? No, a4 here. So c5. Okay, but now we go a3 check, I guess. King a2, and then what do we do here? Maybe king f5 afterwards, just to. That's probably a good idea. And king f5, king f7. Okay, I mean, Harry wants to get out of. So he wants to play rook c5, and after rook e6, go rook takes c2 check. I think that's the point. Okay, okay, so we'll go rook takes c5 now, and if rook a3, rook takes f4. So one a pawn. That's good stuff.
Yes.
King f6, rook a6. Okay, we go rook e5. We can cope with that. And yeah, this is rather good rook ending for black. King f6 very sensible. I mean, we're going to pick up the h pawn. That's absolutely true. Now just need to. Maybe c5 would have been better because here we get directly behind the c pawn. And now we should start going h5. Yeah, this is going to be a win for black, I think.
This is going to be revenge for Harry Grieve after yesterday's game.
Revenge, but yeah, it's just definitely going to be a win. e5. I would have gone king g4 probably, but yeah, okay, that pawn is pretty fast, got to say. e3. Okay, h4. Yeah, just keep them going. King f4. We'll go. Yeah, we can just go. Yeah, h3. That's very good. That's just winning. We can go e2 if we want to. Takes. Yeah. H2. Rook H8. I've got E2.
We had to stop all three. No.
Yeah, Rook H8. I've got E2 is just winning. Smooth game from Harry there. Well played.
Okay, now just looking at results, Stambad had a win against Drunken Knight.
So very good.
Good result there. Stambad against the grades, probably. Antidrome, so Richard Pert had a win against Brandon Clark. John Spillman won.
Oh, okay. So Brandon Clark beat John Spillman, but then lost to Antidrome. Okay. So big result.
Wasn't
there.
it?
So Antidrome.
Oh, who beat John Spillman?
Brandon Clark.
It was, okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let's see the results then. So let's see. Do we have the? We don't have the standings quite yet. All right.
Have a look. How much longer on the 4 minutes?
Okay. Do you want to do a quick one on? Is it worth it?
I'll play one. I'll play one game.
Oh no, we're in 9.
I know.
Right.
Maybe I can get one game.
Yeah, try it.
If my opponent goes for it as well, we'll have a look. Yeah, we're a bit far behind. Yeah, I'm afraid it's not going to work. But okay, in we go. We're both doing it, going for it. Here, let's do that. Haha.
Just 3 minutes. So you've got to basically do bullet chess.
Yeah. It's not the world's greatest inspiration, I have to say, what I've just done. Oh, but all the same. It's probably working out all right. King there. Play queen there. Oops, bishop there. Right there. Ooh, okay. We'll just bring the rook in, shall we, and see what happens. F5, a guy who knows what it is to be solid. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting tempted by rook h7 here, but probably not wise. Rook g1, let's just do that. Knight f6, we're going to take on e4. Go bishop c4. Go b3. Let's do g4. Somewhat trying to force matters here. All right, gf, that's what we're going to do. Haha. Bishop takes c4. Not particularly well seen. It's been a disaster. But I'm not going to.
Oh, you're kind of a piece down, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you do have lots of forms.
I was trying to force matters to play super sharp and quickly, but it's all gone horribly wrong. Yeah, rook g7 check would actually be something.
Oh yeah, because then you can go queen g3, queen g1.
Let's just do it. Whoop. It is actually quite effective because I take on here and I go queen d4.
That's pretty nice. Hi, Decoder.
I think I can do this.
5, yeah.
Queen c5 check. Haha. Queen c7.
Threatening mate.
Indeed. I'm not going to win this in this time, unfortunately. So he takes check. Oh, good lord.
You win a rook.
Yeah, because I got queen d5 check. I'm not going to win it in the time, am I? Queen c6.
Got off from a draw.
Nah, I'm not going to offer him a draw. Not in this position. F6. Yeah, F6. F7. Curses. Won't count. Won't count!
Oh. So how did it end? How did it end?
Ninth place. It wouldn't have been enough. They the other two teams pulled away there.
Yeah. Okay. So England are relegated to Div 5. The next installment of that is Sunday night in 5B, Division 5B.
Fantastic.
Let's just see how everyone did. Wilsonia, Mouseslip, and Nazariz, Henny Penny, Kate Swampy, and David Wilson, and Scotty 770. Ones that scored. Yeah. Okay, back.
Thanks, Neil Barker. Yeah, I know we're just a bit. Number of the players we'd normally have are playing in this tournament. So let's have a look. How's it going, Natasha? Are we?
Yeah, we have. We definitely have the standings. Let me just refresh this in case we have the draw as well. No, we have the standings. So we have Vietnamese player Nguyen Dong in the lead on 4 out of 4. We have Richard Pert and Bogdan Lalic on 3.5. Now, remember, Bogdan came in with a bye in the round 1, so he's actually won all of his games. And then we have a group of players on 3: Keith, Brandon, Matty T, Rishi Thariani, John Spielman, Edison Zhu, Stanbad, Harry Grieve, and Ethan Lee, all on 3. So we should again see some very good matchups for the next round.
Fantastic.
So, okay, so we are nearly halfway through.
Brilliant. Right, should be some good. Been some good matchups already, and we've got some good stuff coming here. Richard Pert doing well. Bogdan Lalic, who's let's have a look. Rishi Thariani, we hadn't really.
Yes, let's have a look at Rishi. So Rishi, Tactics Master 24. And he has played Arga. He got a default against Arga. Richard Pert, Andrew McGettigan, and John Caudry. So we saw Andrew McGettigan, de Gringalard 64 playing yesterday.
Fantastic. Oh, the English women came first in the
women.
Well played.
Very good. Very good English women.
Can we go back to the main pairings again? Just have a look to see who's been doing who's been doing well of the people that we flagged earlier. So Frankie Battacioni's got 2.5. That's looks pretty good.
Yes, let's see Frankie. So Frankie has played Gerasimos, Demetrius Sakarian, Will Taylor, and Joe Hurst, and is now going to play Checkmate slot. So we've got a draw. Let's see the draw.
Oh, hi, Dakota. Dakota's joined our chat.
Yes.
How about where is Stanbad actually?
Stanbad was doing well. Stanbad is up there on board 5 playing Brandon Clark. That'll be an interesting.
Wow, nice.
So, okay, so we've got. Let's see if they. Actually, I'll share that.
Nina Pert playing Chris Duncan there, so.
Very good. Very good
matchups. Now they haven't started yet. Oh, Josh Altman, who's 16-17,
yes,
was Euro under-8 bronze medalist. My goodness, that's a while back.
Yeah, Josh. Well, I know Josh from. Well, my son knows Josh. They were both in that Child Genius program together.
Oh, that's right, of course. Yes.
Series, yes. So, yeah. Yes, so good to see him playing. Very good to see him.
Right.
Right, I've switched back onto chess.com. That might have been premature because, of course, if you do something else, then it goes faster. So we're going to be looking. Any you want to particularly have a look? We should see Bogdan, of course.
Absolutely. Any of the top 5, 6, 7 boards are really interesting. So,
yes, all of those. I think I'm automatically following, so we should get to see all of those. Let me get Peter Finn, so we get Peter Finn, and so we get Stanbad. Checkmate a lot, of course.
Unforgettable.
Yes, I was just checking if he's. I code that in here, which he is. Checkmate a lot. Yeah, so we should see him as soon as
okay.
as well. And all right, any others? Okay, and Yichenhan's playing Arjun Kalani this time.
Fantastic. Try a few more times. No, games haven't started yet.
Do you want to start off? Should we start off with Bogdan when we start?
Absolutely.
Against Nagia Dongbao. I don't know anything about him, so I'm going to just check him or her. It doesn't say I always look at the age, the year they were born, but it doesn't say it actually on here.
Dun dun dun. Come on.
Josh Altman, we can follow
Certainly,
that one.
Ramping up the suspense, this.
London Kid.
Yeah, we're surprised when you see a birth year starting with 2. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Aha, thank you, chat.
Hi, female nurse. Were you playing for the English women, female nurse? If so, congratulations. Hello. I'm afraid the English men got relegated. So, but you forgot to register. Oh, well, you'll be able to play in Division 16 next time. So yeah, it's just taking a little bit. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, you played in the well played then. Excellent.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a preview. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, how's the women's championship going? Who's playing in it, and how's it? Oh, it's qualifier stages still. Okay.
No worries. But so yeah, what are we doing tomorrow, Natasha? Because we're commentating tomorrow, but what are we commentating on tomorrow?
Did the start of the championship.
Oh right, that's at what time is it?
We're doing a double bill tomorrow. I do apologize. We're doing, first of all, in the morning. So at 10 a.m. we are doing the start of the rapid play.
Okay.
And then, so we'll do 10 till 12. And then at 1 o'clock, John Ems and Chris Ward will do the last 3 rounds of the rapid play.
Fantastic.
And then in the evening, you and I will do the championship.
Fantastic. But it started, Natasha. It started.
It has. We are there. am I sharing it? Yes, I am sharing it.
There we are. So this is Bogdan against Ngyat Dong. So yeah, Bogdan, very strong player, got all this stuff. So knight bd2 and e3 against the semi-Slav, quite a quiet system. But I guess that Bogdan, what's Bogdan doing? He's going to go for, no, he'll turn it into a slightly more exciting system, because he's going to go e4 quite quickly now, I think.
Is he? I thought he was going to go h4.
I know. He's going b3. He's playing it the solid way indeed. So these are quite nice systems against semi-Slav players, because you just sort of annoy them in some way. c5, okay. This is c takes d5, knight takes d5. Okay, this is because black's wasted a tempo on c6 to c5. That's, in principle, that's quite decent for white. Yes, that's right. It's one of those things, really. I mean, it's whether you want to play the Slav move order and allow the exchange Slav, or whether you want to play the semi-Slav order, which avoids the exchange Slav but gives possibilities like these, really. And this has worked out quite nicely for Bogdan. I think this is basically all that you can expect from this system, because I think that black had maybe missed this knight e4 move. So yeah, very pleasant advantage for bishop e5. That's
we've got a lot of pieces right there in the center of the board.
That's on the risky side there, because
can't you get like things like queen h5 and
yeah, I mean queen h5. What will black actually do? Probably g6 then. Although we could go queen h6, and after bishop g7, we've got queen g7. King g7, knight f5 check. King g8, knight a typical one. So that might actually be quite a, seriously, queen e2. Okay, queen h5 might have been quite decent, actually, for that reason. But okay, queen e2 is very solid. I think white's probably looking at playing f4 at some stage. So protecting the bishop on b2, all good. So knight f6. Yeah, I mean, we can do all sorts of solid stuff here. I mean, even if white plays, quite boringly, I suppose you'd say, oh, well, wait a minute, isn't knight e6 winning a pawn?
Ooh, knight e6.
You can go
with the idea just to take on here.
Yeah, you can go bishop takes h2 check, king h2, bishop e6. Possible, but actually, maybe you can just wait and just go rook a d1 or something, or rook f d1, and just keep that threat in reserve. Because I'm not sure, because knight e6, you go bishop h2, and then after bishop e6, you've got, it sort of solved your development problem with your bishop on c8, really. So I'm not 100% sure that that's been as positive.
Oh, this is threatening it now.
Yeah, that's Bogdan's going for it with that. Not silly at all, because actually, come to think of it, black was probably threatening to take on e4 and go bishop takes h2. So the reverse threat, really. So h3 is a sensible little move. And I mean, I think Bogdan's just aiming for a small edge here, basically. And I think he's got very good chances of getting it, to be honest, because I'm not 100% sure how black really is going to develop here.
I'm going to do a quick switch to Stambad against, so Brandon Clark against Stambad.
Okay, so
then we will switch back in a second.
This is looking pretty good for white in principle. Knight c6 coming in, that's going to be a big threat. So those are big pawns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this one's going down now. D8 queen.
Alrighty, let's switch back and see how Bogdan's taken his game.
Okay, so rook e8 was played. That's quite a clever move to meet knight takes e6 with rook takes e6, and now bishop d7. Yeah, black's playing pretty well here. That's quite a nice move, I think, from Bogdan. Just putting a bit of pressure on the b7 pawn, and yeah, we're going to have stuff like knight d7 as well. So this is still quite unpleasant, but it's costing Bogdan quite a bit of time ready to work this out. But yeah, no, it's true. I was a bit surprised at how much time people are taking. Oh, this is not a good move. Knight takes d7 now. And after knight d7, we've got knight c6. We're actually winning a pawn here. Because we've got the old bishop h7, queen h5 check trick coming up. And we'll probably throw in rook c. Oh, this is going to be very nice.
Yeah, rook c1.
Oh, actually, but we've got more. I think we've got more. We've got even more than this. Because I think we just go knight takes c5, knight takes c5. We go rook c1 now.
Yeah.
Just easy. And if you go to d6 at all, then I mean, I'm going to have stuff like bishop b5 and e4 just pinning. So queen b8 is forced. Yeah, and now bishop h7, queen h5, bishop e5 is going to be huge. Huge for white.
He's done it.
Yeah, no, Bogdan's a very good blitz player. So, yeah, this is very painful now. The only thing that happens is that Bogdan does get nervous sometimes. But I think that, yeah. Isn't e4 just winning on the spot here? e4 is winning on the spot, I'm pretty sure. Because, I mean, e4, you can go knight f6. But then I go queen h4 simply. And then after queen e7, I go rook c7. So that is just winning.
Come on, Boggy, e4.
Oh,
ooh,
bishop e7. That's... Yeah, that's probably good too, but it's not the best move, I don't think. I think it's a little bit overcomplicated there. But okay. Queen f6. He takes d5. I mean, it's 2 extra pawns for white. So yeah, this is looking good.
Yeah. Ah, you've played with Bogdan for Sussex. Very nice.
Okay, rook takes d5 is a good move now because we can go.
I used to get some coaching from Bogdan years ago.
Rook,
which was a lot of fun.
Rook g5, very good. Rook f5 now is a good follow-up. Yeah, that's a very good. Well done, Bogdan. Queen g7 and now rook c7 is just winning on the spot. Yeah, excellent. Okay, rook e7 takes. Queen e2. So maybe something a bit more precise there. Oh,
it's always hard to finish it off, isn't it?
g4. Okay. Yeah, I think if there's one thing that you can say about Bogdan is that he's a bit. Oh, what's this move about? He's quite nervy at finishing games off, and somehow in Blitz this kind of costs you a little bit. That there's no threat whatsoever here, so you don't need to worry about this really. But king h4, okay. King g4, queen e6. Yeah, I mean this is okay. We could take on e6. Oh, rook g2 is quite clever. Oh, king f5, Bogdan. Oh no. Well, this is suddenly not so clear anymore. And Bogdan's a very good rook ending player, but I think he's a little bit on tilt there. Oh, a5. That's not working. Oh, but this is not. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear me, this is just to draw this. Yeah, I mean, I think you can do pretty much anything here, really. I mean, just rook, yeah. Check and go back to h1. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Coming back here. I mean, even without the e6 pawn, it's a draw. So you know, it's. Oh
yeah, h and f.
You know, not an easy draw. I mean that one, but yeah. I mean, Black's fought very well, but it's a real shame for Bogdan. But as I said, it's just I've noticed this before. He plays beautifully, and then just for finishing it off in Blitz, he can sometimes get nervous and not not get the deserved rewards for what he's done. So hard luck, Bogdan. Well defended, Black, and yeah.
Right. So what? I noticed Nina was still playing against Chris Duncan, but they've just finished now, and Drunken Knight won that one. Okay, so all my games actually here have finished. So let's see if let's see what we're doing. We're doing Championship Blitz, and yeah, results on top yet. Okay. We can play through a game though, can't we? We could play through
a game.
Yes. Should we look at Tactics Monster and John Spielman?
Let's have a look. Oh,
right.
What happened there? Tactics Monster 24 beat John. Wow.
Oh, did he? Gosh, I didn't notice that. Tactics Master. Tactics Master.
Sorry.
All right. I didn't notice that. So we can just play it through like this, can't we?
So, yeah, Panov attack, Karakhan, lot of experience, John. A6, slightly unusual move, I think. White played it very sensibly, solidly. Takes E6. Yeah, in principle, this is nothing serious at all for black, of course. Castles. Bishop A5. So far, all looks pretty decent. Not easy, of course, to make anything of this as black. Rook G5. Oh, F6. That's a bit of a decision. Rook G1. King F7 and F4. That's another decision. Oh, and John went knight E7. I wondered about playing F5 there, but okay, knight E7. Understand this one. So takes. And bishop F4. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's still just even, basically. I think. F3. Oh, good lords. What happened there? Yeah, okay. Rook F8. No, it's just I'm looking at the next move. Sorry. Bishop A6, Rook G8. Rook takes C8, Rook G1. Okay, a little bit risky there. Because that rook's now into B8. And John, I think, didn't want to play Rook C8 and Rook G8, you know, when it's very close to a draw there. So John kept on going. And now, oh, good lord, John just...
Oh, you just put the bishop on freeze.
Well, actually, yeah, I think he did, actually. Yeah. And there was no need to do that. He just put the bishop on freeze. My goodness.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
These things happen. Okay, and white won quite easily there.
All right. Okay. What else? We can see... Excuse me. What about Harry Grieve?
Oh, that's like a smooth one. Ah, yeah, that was a Trompowsky. I would have bet on that.
He's asking me if I'm still here.
Are you still there, Natasha?
Yeah, I'm like sitting there playing.
Say you're here then.
Yes.
There we are. See? That's all you need to do. Computer systems are very simple things. They just ask you, are you there? And you just go say, yes, I am. Don't start arguing about how can you possibly think I'm not there. So yeah, this is one of those typical Trompowsky things that happens that, you know, white just, yeah, especially with the double pawns like that, you know, white just seems to just win stuff very easily. And it's a really lovely routine win for Harry here. Just and this typical thing of the with a pawn on c6 and d5, the light square bishop finds it very hard to defend against a passed a pawn. So
tell you what, like, because normally when you've got like black's got the bishop pair, and you'd think that would give them good chance in the endgame, but these ones are so blocked in that it's not going to help at all.
No, it's true. So Harry just brings the king in. Lovely. A5. The knight can come around to b4, which he does. I think black really should have tried an f5 and f4 break, to be honest. That would have been much more dangerous. But yeah. But okay, this is easy. Easy. Very good game.
All right. I'm going to just... we've got all the results in, and we have a ranking list. So I'm just going to tell you about the ranking.
Oh, absolutely.
So we have Richard Pert and Nagia Dong combined in the lead with 4.5. And then just behind on 4, we have Bogdan Lalic, we have Stanley Badachoni, we have Rishi Thiriani, and we have Ethan Lee. And then on 3.5, Keith Arkle, Edison Zhu, Frankie Badiccioni, and Will Taylor. And then we have some grandmasters behind on 3.
My goodness! Well, you can see. I think our prediction that we'd see quite a few upsets, have come true because, I mean, I think everyone's been, struggling to put away the juniors and the and the strong players as well. So excellent.
Yes, and we should see Richard Pert against Nguyen next, and and maybe Bogdan against, I don't know, could be 3 different players there. So we will see who we get. Okay, do you want to see one more quick game before we go? So how about let's see Matt Turner against Richard Pert.
Yeah, so this I think Richard Pert won this one. So let's have a look. That was probably a pretty crucial game for the top standings there. Yes. So this system. So Richard Pert wrote a book about this. But he didn't go Bishop D6, which is what he wrote a book about, or what was he mentioned in his book. He played Bishop E7 here. The good old solid system here. Queen C2 and then Knight E4. This is a very sensible system. Just going to try and take the bishop C6, and then if you get the chance, you're going to play F5 next move. So E4 was played, Knight B6. So, I mean, black's swapping off 2 minor pieces, got the 2 bishops, bit of a cramped position. But, oh, wow. That's a move.
Thanks. E5, you mean?
Yeah. Wow. It's vaguely known. It's sort of known in these types of positions. But, wow. Yeah, this works out very well. Oh, well, black's doing excellently. Oh, Matthew Turner. Knight D5 sacks the piece. Yeah, absolutely, you should do. If you want to play for the initiative anyway. So very dangerous position. Crazy game this. So white's got 3 pawns for the rook, for the pawn, for the piece rather, and some dangerous. I mean, a bit dangerous bishop on G2, but black has the 2 bishops, which is always, always something quite awkward. Now I wonder, was this move? Oh, D6 though.
D6 played.
Rook DD5. Wow, look at this game. Incredible tactics, this. F6, F4.
Oh, so which looks like it should get the piece back.
Well, no, we've got Bishop E6. You went from ECF 1080 to 1186 this month. Well done, Decoder.
Oh, well done, Decoder. If you do that, if you do 100 points a month, you'll be, I can't even work it out, but in a year's time, you'll be like 2386, won't you?
So FE takes, checking there. Yeah, no, it's just a bit. Oh, what's this? Was E6 a good idea? I don't know. Slight, yeah. Wow. So exchange. White's got exchange for the pawn. Oh, black just took on E6 here. So
okay. So this like rook and 4 against rook and 4.
Yeah, this should just be drawn, natural fact, this one.
Drawn, right?
So, rook e7, okay. This should still be drawn.
Now.
Should still be drawn. It's always easier said than done, but it should be drawn. H4, G6. We believe in you, Decoder. G5, this can't have been a win, surely. F4. Okay, and then
get back.
You didn't go king e4, so went f5. Okay.
Can you still get back?
Yeah, you can get back. You're way in time. So h4.
Can white get back? I mean.
Yeah, king e4. King e4. I mean, king e4 is just a draw. So.
Yeah, before, but not now.
Well, no, but I mean, it was white's move, right? And white played f5.
Yeah, white should have brought the king back.
So maybe Matthew miscounted actually. I think.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
maybe he thought this white one, the black king can't stop the white pawns either.
Well, no, I mean he's queening, but I mean you're just worse than the queen ending now. So Why would you do it? Because black checks first. So this is still drawn, of course, but that there's no reason to do it. I think Matty just miscounted there. But what? Oh, whoa! Was this really necessary? Did you? Are the checks? Oh, maybe the checks. Maybe it's even worse than that. Maybe the checks were. But no, you shouldn't have gone to e5. I think surely. Just you should have gone to c4. I would have thought.
Okay.
I'm not sure because you can go queen d5 and queen d6 check then.
Okay.
I've got a count, but I'm not sure. I mean, or e4, yeah. So I think just a miscount there. I think probably from Matty Turner. Otherwise, it would have been a draw, a hell of a draw. It would have been an incredible game. But anyway, well played, Antidrome and Richard Pert, and looking, good.
Okay. And did we see Harry Grieve? I can't remember. Did we see this one? Oh, we did see this one. Yeah. Let's see. Why don't we see elite player against Drunken Knight? So Nina against Chris Duncan.
Oh, this move again. We saw Chris Duncan having this with black.
Yes, he's black again here, actually.
I know, but I mean, yeah, we saw this in the we saw this yesterday. So
yeah,
and he won a quick game there. And actually, Queen E2 is the best move here for White. But okay, Fe6, Knight E6. So in 96.
Do you remember who it was against, actually?
No, I don't remember. But what I remember is that after Bishop takes C3 check, which is what Chris did, White played Bishop D2 in this position, and yeah, just one of these.
I sort of got half in my mind. It might have been Max Pert, but it couldn't have been.
No, it wasn't Max. It wasn't Max. So Knight C5, Knight E6. So again, I think Chris knows this pretty well, really, and yeah, this is okay for black. Just some weaknesses, of course, but yeah, White's got the pawn weaknesses as well, and that bishop on B2 is difficult to activate. And now when you get oh, there we are. We've got some games.
Right, start again. Okay, so this is the board one. This is the top board encounter.
Yeah, Alapin's pretty decent against the Sicilian, the decoder. It's very solid. So and it in principle, I think you save learning a lot of complicated Sicilian lines there.
So French defense.
Are you still there, Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is yeah, one of these strange Knight C6 lines against the Tarrasch. I played virtually every single line against the Tarrasch, I think, except for Knight C6. Maybe I'll have to do this sometime. But yeah, this is very typical that you just sacrifice a pawn on D4. The engines are doing this all the time.
Oh, draw was offered.
Oh, and black declined a draw. Is that right?
Yes, Louis 198 declined a draw.
Okay, interesting. This is quite well known. This yeah, I seem to remember. I think I reviewed a book recently by or read through a book by David Miedema, a Dutch guy, I think, and he was looking at these positions in great detail, and had a look at it with my engines as well, and just seems to be quite equal, but difficult positions if you don't know them very well. So, and the fact that black is now thinking is a little bit worrying. So, because there's a hell of a lot of theory on this. So, avoiding the exchange of queens white, and now I'm not sure. Is it Bishop D2? I think it's Bishop D2 here. And if Queen C5, we go Queen A4. Just keep on avoiding the exchange of queens there. So the anti-Keith Arkle, in other words. And yeah, I mean, these positions in the French, the pawn on d4 is missing, but as long as you've got the pawn on e5, that's where the danger comes from. So I think maybe b4 is not bad here, if I remember right, just to stop the knight coming into c5. Queen a4 should also be quite reasonable. That queen's looking to go around to g4 in the end. h4 is quite reasonable now, just to try and loosen up the king side. You could also try and just play rook c1 and line up on the c file, because if you go bishop g7, I've got bishop b4. I mean, rook c1 is also quite nice because you're really threatening bishop a5 at some stage, just trapping the queen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have gone rook c1. I think I think Black's done something wrong here. I do think Black's done something wrong here, but so it looks very promising for White. I mean, rook c1 would also mean that after castles you could take on c8 and take on d7. So bishop f8. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I really think we can start thinking about bishop a5. To be honest. Ooh. Oh. Bishop a5 was really strong. I think it was virtually winning, to be honest. Because bishop a5, if you take on b2, yeah. I mean, I'm just going rook c. I mean, it looks awful. But okay, this is still quite promising for White.
We're threatening here.
Yeah, so king g7 will be played, and now just got maybe just rook c1, b4 maybe also possible. Just to stop the knight coming out to c5. I've said that a few times. I quite like it, really. I mean, rook c1 maybe is the simplest, because knight c5, we can go queen f6, which looks very dangerous, because then I can just sack on g6. So maybe Black should play queen d8 here, just to cover f6. But pretty clear that that White's doing pretty well here. I think maybe just rook c2 is a good one, and then rook c1. Nothing.
Double up.
Nothing complicated. And if b6, then you go b4. Okay, rook c3, pretty good one. Rook c1. Maybe you go. Yeah, rook c1 is probably fine. I was thinking about going b4 to stop that, but presumably, I think that you can just go like bishop somewhere and then go b4 after. Although maybe a5. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Oh, you kick yourself that you didn't go b4. That would have been better. But okay, we can go knight d4 here now. This is still dangerous, and then bring the. We could just go knight d4 here. I think we should go knight d4 now. Yeah, there we are. I'm not quite sure why b3 was played, but
maybe he's aiming for a long term. Like b3, a3.
Yeah,
b4.
I know, but it's a bit slow. I mean, knight d4, rook g3. It's we need those. We need to get that in as quickly as possible. Oh, that's bad. Knight e6, rook c7. Just wins on the spot for White.
Oh, yes. So
that's what this is one for White. I mean, rook c7. Oh, okay. Knight e6 check. Okay, rook c. This is also
still the same, right?
Also very strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, f7 is hanging, so it's
a
bit strange. I mean, knight e6 would just win on the spot, really. So, but okay, rook c7, rook b7 now.
Just take the bishop.
Yeah, just take the bishop, and it's finished. Or queen f6 actually is. You could throw in as well if you particularly want. It's a total disaster, really. So, yeah. Because I mean, you haven't even got any back rank problems. So, queen f6 check, knight e6 now is just winning.
Excuse me.
Queen f6 check and knight e6 is just winning now. Okay, rook e7 also. Yeah, it's just carnage. This rook e8 and queen f7 is gone. Well played.
Well done.
Well played.
Well done, Richard. All right. We are going to see Harry Grieve and Bogdan Unit.
Bogdan Unit.
Bogdan Lalich.
Ooh, okay. Well, Bogdan's it's a bit of a weird opening, but Bogdan looks like in very good shape here. So rook d4, I just go cd, queen f5, d takes c3. So bishop e4 force, but this is, I mean, I think Well, bishop takes e4.
Oh,
b4. B4. That's risky a little bit, but I mean, the idea is that after bishop f5, black's playing b takes c3, and he's going to have knight e2 takes f4. But I think, yeah. Well, okay, we can go. No, but we can go c takes b here.
b2, can't we?
And then after king b1, we can go knight takes f5. So that looks like a piece. It looks like a piece. It smells like a piece. Oh, king f7. Wow, Bogdan. I mean, queen e8 was simply... Oh, okay, going queen d2.
He's in the zone.
Going queen d2. Yeah, well played, Bogdan.
Giving the rook.
Wow.
He's got a knight d4 coming in if he wants.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be good enough. He's setting up a tricky king a4, queen b5 checks.
Queen b4 mate. Yeah.
Well played.
Well done, Bogdan. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, now let's see checkmate a lot and Keith Arkle. Oh, guess what? They're in a rook and pawn ending.
Keith is a pawn up. But
it's the usual. It's what you would have predicted before I clicked on it.
Yeah, this is just a pretty drawn one in actual. Oh, okay. He didn't give.
It's not. It won't be.
Could have taken on a5 there, and Keith would have got his rook and 2 versus rook and 1. But okay. You could just play f3. I don't think there's anything against that. But yeah, we're allowing the pawn to advance quite a bit now. Okay. I think Peter doesn't want to give up that pawn on f. He wants to keep the pawn on g4. I think that's his idea. Now I would take on a3. I think you really should. Oh, okay.
So how does Keith make progress from here?
This is quite tricky because the king's in a bit of a box.
Yeah. Mind you, if you just move.
Yeah, problem is f5. We go rook a6. That's the problem. So I think this is what Peter's just aiming for. He's just gonna. We just go king g3 now. Oh, this is king g2. Yeah, this is very.
Maybe it really is drawn.
This is very clever. This is Peter spotted that very well. Rook e2, king g3, king g2. What does Keith have anything here? I'm not sure really. King g3. Yeah, king g2, king g3, king g2. King g3, king g2. Yeah.
Doesn't look like progress.
No, not really. I don't know whether Keith's got an idea somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, help.
You're right.
We'll help Peter. That was very good.
All right. Let's see. Edward the Conchessa against Testarossa. Oh, actually, this is very clear. Okay. It's instead see Frankie GM, so Frankie Badicioni and Oliver Stubbs.
Okay, so rook and 3 versus. Oh yeah, sorry. I thought yes. Sorry, I thought that was black's move. So yeah, this one's drawn in principle. Just keep the rook nice and active. Rook a5, easy. King f7, easy. Yeah, I mean, just gotta. You just have to wait until white sort of decides to do something. Really, just keep the rook on a5. That's lovely. With d5, you can go to a3, for example. That's a decent move. Very good. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, careful. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. King g6 now. Oh, you needed to stop that one. Yeah, rook f7 check now. Oh, g5. Yeah, that probably is very good, I suppose. Rook f7 check now. Oh, hard luck, Frankie. That's tough. Hard luck.
So that's all the games I had. Right, round 6 is pairings are up, actually.
Oh, it's going quicker, isn't it?
Yes. So we're going to have... Oh.
No, we've just seen round 6, haven't we? Yeah.
We've just seen round 6. Sorry. So round 6, pairings are up, but results are not up yet. Okay. So I can look for some more games. No, we won't. We'll play through. Which one would you like to see that we haven't seen yet?
I don't know. Choose one.
Did we see John Spielman against Edison Zhu? I don't think we saw.
Yeah. That's a good one, my chess. So another one of these. Wow, Queen B3. That's a hell of a... That's an unusual move. What a gambit from Edison Zhu. My goodness. I wonder whether John's ever come across this. Even with his vast experience, I'd be surprised.
I'm just reading the comments after the game. John says, thank you. Yes, of course, I should accord your opening a modicum of respect. Thanks. The opening is great for Blitz, probably less so in standard because it's a gambit. John Spillman, yes, indeed, nonsense, but good nonsense. Ha!
D3, knight C6, bishop E3. Castles. Wow. Rook D3. Oh, all good fun indeed. But black's pretty solid, so you would have thought really... Oh, Queen B8. Wow. Okay. Okay. Not... keeps on coming in, white, but principal black's getting developed here. So, but okay. Nice. You can't complain too much about this. Black's white's got plenty of play already for the pawns. It's gone pretty well. My goodness me! Wow. So actually, would Bishop C5? Bishop C5 would have won the exchange, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rook B7, Queen B3. Okay, starts to get a little bit dodgy here. Knight B4. Rook C7, that's a very, wow. It's tight, but it's holding together. Knight E3, we've got Queen D3. So H6. Let's have a look. So John, despite being surprised, had played very fast. He had more than nearly 2 minutes left. Ooh, Rook E1. My goodness. Oh, yeah, John. A John tactic came in here. Knight C4.
Yeah.
Bishop C3, and then this move, knight takes A3. Now, the question is, how about King C1 here, actually? What's wrong with King C1? Isn't white just winning a piece there? Yeah, white's just winning a piece after King C1.
Can't see anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a piece. It just wins a piece. So John was very close there. Very close to losing that one. But yeah, white took on A3, and after Queen B3, there was that very nasty tactic there. Wow, see how amazing. God, my goodness me. Wow.
Gosh. Yeah. Nice. Nice
I think
attempt.
Edison was Slippery Penguin. I think that's right.
Yeah. Let me check that. Oh, I see. Has he changed his name? Edison is now Eddie 988.
Yeah, he wasn't that before, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Slippery Penguin, yes. I don't know the reason for the change. Okay. Let's see. This one. Andrew McGettigan. And an Alekine's defense.
Okay, this quite well-known system.
Yes. What's that called? Veronage, is it?
Oh, wow. Look at what black did here. Knight c6.
Oh, this is known as well, isn't it? But it's not quite sound. You sack a piece and...
Wow.
Is it? Yeah, I think I have at some point in my past known this stuff.
I've never seen this before. My goodness. A takes b6. a4, bishop g4. Wow. This is quite unpleasant in the blitz game, I have to say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fancy fancy my chances of escaping alive from this. So I can thoroughly understand why Andrew had some problems with this. So c5 played by black. That's a bit strange. Queen b4 check looks really amazing for black there. But okay, I suppose queen f3. Black's going d3.
d3.
Still,
Yeah.
King d2. Oh, that's suddenly it's looking. It's looking. You know, white's managed to. Well, that's a bit risky. That's weakening e3 a little bit. Queen d7, g4. Oh, rook e3 would be really strong there. Rook e7, a little bit slow there. But just hard. This bishop on b2 is so bad. That's the problem. Oh, b4. That's really risky. I think king c2 or something. But yeah, and now we go rook e3.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard luck.
Oh. Yeah, I was lost anyway.
Yeah, that's oh yeah, very interesting. I didn't know.
Nice opening. Yeah.
Nice opening at all. My goodness.
Okay, we've got all the results in and we have the new pairings.
Oh, fantastic.
So we are going to see Bogdan against Richard Pert. We're going to see Ngia Dong against Brandon Clark and John Spillman against Jonathan Blackburn, who is Gunslinger.
Gunslinger, wow.
Yeah. And Matthew Turner against Checkmate and Lot. And Keith Arkle against Rishi Thariani.
Fantastic. Bring them on. Round 7.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, I guess it will take a few moments just to start those games up. In the meantime, did we see? We did see that one.
We certainly saw that one.
We did see that one. Fowler Dog against Nutflush. Did we see that? Maybe not. All right, let's start this off. We won't get to the end of it, I'm sure.
Are you there, Natasha?
I'm still there.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Started. No.
No, this is just a game from the previous round.
All right, this guy. Ooh, Gambit. It's a bit like the Elephant Gambit, only even worse. Wow. My goodness me, you're really.
Oh dear.
Really big for it. Oh yeah, but he's got the old bishop f2 trick.
Is that deliberate? There's a bit, f7 on freeze here,
isn't
like
a Traxler, this is, but with yeah, without with a few pawns missing on top. Queen e7. Wouldn't bishop f2 immediately have been possible? I don't know, but anyway, bishop f2. Wow, what a fun game! I'm not sure we should be. Should we really have been taking that that knight? I don't think it was any use really. Shouldn't we have been trying to do something like, I don't know, knight d4 something? Yeah, maybe we're a bit light in compensation, I think.
White's pieces are getting out pretty quick now.
Yeah.
We're just about to see something horrible, but luckily for Nutflash, we've avoided that.
All right. So, Bogdan playing 2e3. So a nice system to confuse the opponent. Now b3. Is this what Bogdan's going to do? Or is he going to go knight c3? Both are possible.
Bogdan's very good with his move orders, I think.
No,
he kind of works right. Yeah.
Bogdan knows his stuff. I played this with black actually. Played a game against Mises in the Tromsø Olympiad.
Yeah.
In the Latvia match. So I won with black with this. So decent way of playing. So yeah, d4 normal, knight c6, bishop e2 is quite normal. Oh yeah, this has also been played. And after knight d4, we go bishop b4 check. And then you force the bishop to c3, and then you come back to d6. This is well known. The bishop's on c3 is a little bit exposed, really, so it's actually a minus tempo. So you go knight d2 to stop knight e4, and then black just castles. And you've got some sort of IQP position, but the white pieces are a little bit funny. Bogdan's thinking a lot here, so I'm slightly surprised, actually. It's like he's got a little bit caught out there.
Yeah.
Because I think this is also in Richard Pert's book, I think, as well.
Oh, Richard's offered to draw. Oh, and they've drawn. That was a quick one. Okay.
Not bad. Yeah, that's it's kind of practical.
Have a bit of energy. 7. That was round 7. Still another 2 rounds to go.
Okay, let's follow some other games then.
Yes. All right. Let's see. I'm going to look at Josh Altman. We haven't seen yet at all. Ethan.
Yeah. This is a well-known line of the French, I think. So actually, come to think of it,
should we just whiz through the first moves because it's not that far?
There was a. I've got my book there. No, I'm not sure I've got it there. It's because this was covered in a recent New in Chess yearbook. This line, and I do believe that Queen b2, Rook e1, castles. There was something subtle. You had to play Bishop c2 or something like that, and it was supposed to be really good for white. Now, it was an engine discovery, but this is quite well known and supposed to be nothing at all for white. Sort of taking the e6 pawn really frees the black pieces. I mean, that's the thing. It's actually better to leave the pawn there and just leave the black pieces cooped behind the pawn there. So Queen c2, takes. Ooh, is there? There's nothing nasty, is there? Like maybe not. I was wondering about knight d6 simply, but probably go rook b1, don't you? And you're covering everything. But there's a few. Makes you slightly nervous, this position, because of the the knight d4s and stuff. Black's playing very fast. Black's playing very fast here, so I think black knows this line.
Yeah.
G3.
Knight a5.
Yeah, we go rook b2, I suppose. We can go knight c4 afterwards, and then rook a2, a5. Yeah, that would be quite. I mean, it should just be a draw, really. Yeah, I know. We'll send you. I think it was. Now, what's it? I think it was. I can't remember who it was. I'm going to say the wrong person, but I think it was just bishop c2, and you play a3, and you just keep the pieces as they are, and then black just can't move very well, and it was seemed to be for the engine level virtually winning or something. Terrible, really, because obviously all of this knowledge that you always have that this was fine, suddenly it's got to be it's not valid anymore.
Yeah, you got to learn it all again.
It's not fair, really.
So what if it takes a7? What would take on c2?
Sorry,
take on a5.
This is no, we're going to win a take on e5 and then go rook c5. Then we go king f8. So I guess you should be maybe doing a little rook b2, and maybe we can just do a little a4 now.
a4, yeah, keep the a pawn going. That's got to be the most scary thing to do.
Go rook b8, king e7, rook a8, and then I go. Okay. Oh yeah, this is quite clever. This is clever because rook b7, rook b8, we go king e7, rook b7, we go king f6. Haha. What's particularly important is the haha after you play it. Yeah, no, I mean king f6, we go rook a7 probably. Well, then we can try just h5. We can try and keep things going, but white will go e7 and oh, okay, king g6.
King g6, presumably.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, of course. But again, I don't think there was any need to do that. We could have just gone king g6 and 0.00 indeed. But actually, yeah, for a bit, not bad. I mean, we're going king b6 now, and or king b5, and just ooh, do we dare go
e3?
Do we dare go e3 here? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we do. Of course, we do.
I'm not sure. King b6 is a good one. King b7 now. King b7 now is a good one. And then we can go e3 and a4 maybe. That would be quite fun. I could go e2 now.
e2.
I want to go king b7, just get the rook away, and then
yeah.
Okay, king b5. I would have wanted to play e2 check first, just to really get that. But all kudos to black here. I mean, really doing a good job of. Yeah. King b3 or king b4, whichever one you want. f4. Intriguing. Yeah, probably. If we had e2, we just have more space with the rook. You see, that's what I quite like. Okay, it's quite nice. We'll go to c3. I mean, at some stage we're going to meet a rook check on the b file by blocking with the rook now, and
Yeah.
And we can just go king b3, rook b8. He's gone rook c4. I don't think that was a good idea, because I mean, I think you need to be close to the pawn. You go back to e4 now. Should go back to e4. Oh, king b2. It's all a little bit. It's a bit risky. This a3. I think you're giving away a pawn without really needing to. But and also king b3 would have been better from this point of view, because then you've got rook a4. So I guess white could probably just try. Oh, that's a bit slow. f5. I would have done. Just push that pawn. Get it going. So a2 now. A2.
A2. Rook c. Yeah, that's
okay.
As well.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, this is. Oh my goodness. A2 now. This is just winning, I think, virtually. Because we're threatening rook a3, so you've basically got to take on a2, which is going to cost you oodles of time. Yeah, I mean, f5 was really the move you had to play, really. And okay, f5, king b3 looks like a good start. f6, we've got rook c6. So, oh no, this is never going to work. Because the king's cut off as well, so we just, yeah. Wow, what a good game from Joss Altman there. Really,
yes.
Yeah, really, yeah, we can go to F5 or we go to E6, whichever way you want. It's all super safe. Yeah, all good.
Okay. Yes, he's won. Well done, Josh. All right. What about Keith Arkle against Rishi Thariani?
This should probably just be drawn, I guess. But with knights, you can always do some nice grinding. Now, it's Keith, isn't it? Keith is white, so
yes,
no rooks for him, but
he can go back to there.
Yeah, I think it's reasonably sensible.
It's going to be a draw, though, right?
It should be a draw. This, yeah, it should be a draw. Keith's going to H3, I think, isn't he? And then we should probably put the knight on D5. I think that's the most important thing, just to stop the knight coming to F4, because that was a bit of a threat. Yeah, King F5 was also knight D5 again. I think is sensible. It's a good spot for the knight. We just give a check on C3 and then come back to D5. Yeah, because I mean we're threatening King F3 now. Oh, King F3 simply. Was that a mouse slip from Keith? I think it probably was. But no worries, just a draw.
Yeah.
Oh. Up. Draw. Well played.
Draw. Okay. All right. So that's all the games I have for this round. So let's look at Aga and Teklingalad.
It's a marathon, or should I say a Snickers? Says the guitar man. Yeah, it's lasting a bit long. It must be said. But we've got through several women. I've got to close my window. It's a little bit
yeah. I might get to the loo, so we'll just be 1 second, okay?
Oh dear. Actually, I'm going to nip to the loo as well. So we'll be back in a couple of maybe a couple of minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay. All right, we'll keep playing. Just see if the results are up, and the results are up, and the standings are Richard Pert and Brandon Clark in the lead, so they're going to play next on 6, and then Bogdan Lalic 5.5, and 4 players on 5: Matty T, John Spillman, Harry Grieve, and Chris Duncan. Dickie Davis never used to nip to the loo. Yeah, well, I don't know. Actually, I was thinking it'd be done by about 9:30, but we're still going strong. We've still got another 2, so I thought I'd better do it when I had the chance. Okay, so let's see a bit more of this game. And August Finch-Twing. And Andrew wants to do an attack on the king side. Yeah, ad breaks would help, actually.
All right.
Oh, that one looks... Yes, you probably can't do that. Take on G3.
Ah.
That's an extra rook. Okay. Right. So we've got standings and we now have pairings.
Do you see what Guitar Man wrote? Dickie Davis never used to nip to the loo.
Yes, I know. But he had his ad breaks.
In all fairness, Guitar Man, this has lasted a little longer than we'd expected. So
that was my excuse. Yeah. Actually, a few people have stopped playing. Okay. Anyway, so it's going to be Brandon. Oh, I was thinking it was going to be Richard Pert against Brandon. They must have played already. So it's going to be Brandon downfloat to Bogdan and Richard a downfloat to Harry Grieve. And then we've got John Spillman, Matty Turner, and Chris Duncan, Keith Arkle. As the people, just 2 more rounds left to find out who is the British Online Blitz Champion 2021. Okay. And so I expect it'll be, yeah, we'll see Brandon against Bogdan first of all.
Fantastic.
Aha, it started.
Yay. No elephant gambit from Bogdan. My goodness.
Bogdan doesn't play that nonsense.
Bishop G5, this system. Quite good for Blitz, actually, because you don't get this very often. So people might easily wonder what on earth was the theory. Now, C3, I think we play A6 here with black. I think so. That's what we do, isn't it? Or do we go knight E7? Ooh. Well, Guitar Man, I must say that DC3 is risky. My goodness me, that's risky. Yeah, I mean, at the 4 NCL, I am running continually to the toilet. It's really quite risky.
Risky.
Yes. No, I'm running to the toilet all the time during the 4 NCL. It's I don't know how players manage to sit the whole time and
oh, I don't. I can't sit there for that long of a game.
This is looking horrific for Bogdan, I have to say. I would have gone E5 maybe even with black, I have to say. But we know that. Yeah, we knew that actually. Guitar Man. It's this is really horrible for black. I mean, C3 D takes C3. That's not. I'm sure it was A6 was the move. Okay, but we're just going to go bishop C4 now. And if you go D6 and I go bishop G3 and D6 has gone. Oh, this is horrible. This is really awful. Bogdan's got his opening all wrong here.
Okay, because if he comes out with knight F6, we just go E5.
E5. I mean, yeah, you know, where does the knight go after? I mean,
yeah,
because we've got Queen D6 coming in after. I mean, this is really awful. This is really an opening that's gone completely wrong. Okay, these are so.
he has to do this stuff, huh?
He's got to do it, but yeah. Now I go. I would say E5, Knight H5, maybe.
I think Brandon's still in theory as well. He just played.
No, I think he's just playing it naturally. I mean, just playing.
Okay.
I think that's the thing. He plays. I think he plays Blitz quite. He's naturally aggressive player. I think plays Blitz.
Knight D6 looks like a bit of a threat, doesn't it?
Knight F5. Wow. No, that's a pretty creative move from Bogdan.
Interesting.
Knight D4.
To try and get Knight D6 now in between.
Yeah, and Queen H5 is coming in. Oh, dear me. Queen H5 was even stronger, I think. But this is, I think Queen H5.
You can't really defend F7 though, can you?
Sorry?
Can't really defend F7.
No, I mean, Queen H5 was even stronger, and this is this is just this is huge. So I mean, it's a good move from Bogdan though, because after Knight G3, you won't be able to take with the F pawn. But yeah, but this is awful. It's just completely gone. I mean, you just got Queen F5 coming in and all of that. Yeah. So yeah, no, Bogdan just got his opening, got confused, I think, with the opening moves, because I think he played something. Whoa, King E7, Queen F3. That's very strong. Okay, just takes. Queen takes. And White's playing very quickly as well. Just not thinking about it at all, just playing the natural attacking moves. So yeah, this is finished. Hard luck, Bogdan.
All right, then. Yes. Well done, Brandon. Because he's in the lead, of course. Okay, let us see.
Sanjit is asking for, can we check Aryan or Edison's games?
Yes, let's check.
Wait a minute. Let's just have a look at this one first of all, because obviously pretty crucial with Richard Pert there. So and it's a big attacking position here.
Yes, I'll just get the
black ready to play. Oh, that's a little bit tougher. So Queen H4, I suppose, is what we're looking at. Or Queen H6 maybe, or Rook F1 even. Rook F1's a bit funny actually, because I would have preferred to have got a rook on a bishop on F6 rather than a rook on F6. So I think Queen H6 was stronger. I think that was really looked very good. This is got to be a bit careful now. So Queen G4, maybe. Then we just go King H8. There is no justice in the world. But maybe we can just go Bishop C4, actually. That's probably a decent idea. Bishop C4, and then we're threatening Bishop D3. Yeah, Bishop C4 is going to be strong, I think. And then just threatening Bishop D3. Actually, I don't actually see how are you going to defend against that. Yeah, Queen G4, King H8 was what I was thinking about, Gigantobear. Yeah, Bishop C4, that's a good move from Richard. I think White is just completely winning here. I think Bishop D3 now, simply. Yeah. I think H6, actually, funny enough, was maybe the only thing I could think of to make a game of it, but this is just completely winning. Yeah, I think Black missed this idea. Okay, but I've just got a Rook F5 and Bishop F6 check, for example. Yeah, this is also obviously going to be good enough.
Well, nice attack, Richard Pert.
Well played, Richard.
All right, we're going to look at Tactic Monster.
Tactic Monster. So, what have we got? In principle, Black's in a little bit of trouble here. One pawn White's got 2 bishops, knight and bishop for the rook, and a monster d pawn. So this is looking quite tricky. Yeah, I think we can just take on c5. Yeah. Or b6. Now I think you need to play king f6 there to stop that, because now we're just winning a we're just going to be a piece up now. So yeah, that's looking hopeless for black, I'm afraid.
Okay, unlucky. Let's check Edison.
Mr. Dodgy played Robert Sherwin, drawn at random in his stream today. My goodness.
Oh.
What's happening here? That's a lot of pawns, I think, is the general conclusion. Yeah, that's just going to be a win for White. This you can't. Rook f5.
Robert Sherwin used to play at the. Oh no, James Sherwin used to play at the Golders Green Quick Plays. The chap that played Fisher.
Indeed.
I played him at the Golders Green Quick Play.
Oh, that was a little bit. Careless. Oh, but that's quite a nice idea from black. Going to put the rook on g6. And go rook f1 maybe. Now rook d5 is also pretty good. Ooh, careful. Ooh, careful.
Ooh,
careful.
Careful.
G4, threatening h5. Ooh, get the king out. Oh no, rook f8. Rook f8 was necessary. Rook f8 was actually going to be quite. Well, actually, no. You're letting him escape. Probably it was always going to escape. Oh, that was a little bit thrilling. Always is that. There's no stalemate there.
No stalemate, unfortunately.
The first game in my 60 memorable games. He played him at Adam's event too. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Adam Ralph's. Yeah, that was the quick play I played in there.
There we are.
It was very nice, yeah. Okay, we have Edward the Conchessa against Demian.
Ooh, that's been good for Edward the Conchessa, I have to say. That's a lot of. We go rook g7, then rook f7, and rook f8, and then h7. There's probably something else as well, but Northumbria Masters. No, not me. So just take on f8. Oh God! Look at the time.
Oh God.
That's good. That's good. It's good enough.
Oh, because it's mate.
Yeah.
If takes, yeah. Okay, Edward the Conchessa wins that one. So we have the Snow Leopard still playing. Let's see, attacking Snow Leopard.
Andrew McGettigan seems to be a piece up here. Even a Snow Leopard with attacking intentions may not be able to. Rook b5 check's a good one. Ooh. Well, knight f6 is also a good one. Rook e2.
That should do.
Knight d5, checkmate. Oh. Knight d2 now. There we are. Rook b4 check. The Snow Leopard is definitely versed in the dark arts of being confusing. Putting the king on g2, but
hi, chess butter.
Right, okay, so that must be, was that round 8?
Yes.
Ooh, we've only got one more
round to find out who is the British online Blitz champion. Okay. The results aren't ready yet, so let's look at one of these games. Should we see Checkmate a lot winning?
Oh, okay.
Okay. With this Queen F6.
Ooh, let's have a queen takes. Ah, checkmate a lot, going for checkmate in the ending, I think. Black reluctant to castle there, which is a bit strange. D4.
Freddie not playing. I thought Freddie. Oh, yeah, Freddie was playing the other day, wasn't he? Checkmate. Oh no, it was Freddie. Frederick the mate.
Ah, Frederick the mate. Ah, yes, indeed. Oh, that was handy. Oh, that went wrong for white. For black, rather. That was indeed. That was quite smooth.
I'll tell you who black is actually, Gigantobear. It is who's playing checkmate a lot. Peter Finn. Graham Waddingham. FIDE Master.
Yeah, gave John Spielman a right old fight first game, but yeah, this one obviously went a little bit wrong there.
Checkmate a lot. That is checkmate. Okay, we can see also Keith Arkle against Drunken Knight.
Queen's Gambit declined. It's quite a well-known line. Principle a little bit better for white, these positions always, but
well, I suppose Keith knows it well from the white side.
I thank you, Chess Papsy UK. A long time ago, 1998, I wrote that, I think. My goodness. So rook e8, rook c1, h6, bishop b1, takes. We play f4. That's when you bought it. My goodness.
Yeah.
It's so look at Keith there offering the exchange of queens.
Oh yes, and Chris is having none of it.
Oh, thanks, Guitar Man. The nice thing about the Queen's Gambit is that it, even though it's actually Chris had a good position here, because h4 chases the queen back to g4.
G4 offering the exchange. I was
going to say to h6. Oh my goodness.
No.
No, the nice thing about the Queen's Gambit declines, it remains. It doesn't change very much over the years. Pretty pink cover too, indeed. I didn't actually select that one, Wilsonia, but that pink cover was inflicted on me. But okay, so this was black was. Yeah, this is quite nice from Keith. Somehow, you just this queenside pawn majority is quite awkward to deal with. Keith sacks a pawn now and just runs with the c pawn. Yeah, and a smooth win for Keith there.
The pawn's up now, yeah. Okay. Fine, so I'm going to see if the standings are ready anyway for the... Yes, okay. So if I just actually share the standings.
Oh, have you got them? I don't seem to have them.
Yes, I do. It's just came up. Okay, so the standings at the moment, we have equal first still with 7 out of 8. Richard Pert and Brandon Clark. So fantastic performance actually in this field to be on 7 out of 8.
Indeed.
We have John Spiln on 6. We have Nagir Dong and Bogdan, Keith, all on 5.5. And the group on 5 includes Joshua Outman, Jonathan Blackburn, Yichin Han, Peter Finn, Chris Duncan, Harry Grieve, and Matthew Turner. And then how's Stanley, Arjun, and Edison, and Jude.
No, Jude's on 5.
Sorry, I missed Jude on 5. Apologies. Yes, and the others on 4 or 4.5.
Excellent.
And Nina on 4 as well.
So we should get the pairings quite soon, would have thought.
Yes. Let's switch back then. I will switch back to chess.com. Okay. And final round. Do we have pairings? Not yet.
Not yet.
So let's see another game then. Let us see. Oh, did we see John Spillman against Matthew Turner?
No, we didn't.
Let's see that. That'll be fun. Both two creative and interesting players. It's gonna be a really boring draw now, isn't it?
I think John won, so it was.
Yeah.
Oh, this line, Queen C2. Nobody understands why, but it's being played nowadays. Yeah. What you've achieved with Queen A4 to C2. So, but okay. So Matthew's attacking there, but John. You see, John gets his ending. He manages to swap off the queens.
Swaps the queens.
I'm surprised Matthew agreed to it in a way, really, because normally keeps things a little bit more.
Yeah. He has been swapping queens a bit, hasn't he, in this tournament? He did in an earlier game, but he could have just moved. Moved it to F6.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to take on B7, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would have been. I'm not sure, but maybe should have avoided the exchange. Bishop C4. Ha! It's yeah. No, I think I'm gonna remain a respectable working man for the rest of my life, I'm afraid. No more being a chess player. It's knight d4. Wow. So this was pretty aggressive from Matthew. Definitely worth a try in the Blitz game.
Yeah.
But 27 work has a nice sound. Yes, but I'm not there yet, am I? I'm still a few agonizing points away. I think I got to 26.97.4 or something. You know, I think I got agonizingly close to being to being 2700, but I've never made it. Yeah, but this is this was still.
This looks interesting for black, doesn't it? Takes. He just gave up the exchange.
Yeah, but still quite interesting. Rookie one. I mean, it's only. Actually, this was completely murky. Matthew Turner managed to make a great mess of it, really. Just that the E pawn is very strong. G5, E6, Rook A2, Knight D4. But look at that. Rook H2. Wow.
Question from Sanjit. Who do you think is the superior Matthew, you or Matthew Turner?
Oh, God, we've missed the game. It's
Here's the game. Yeah. You got to answer, Sanjit.
I think I'm the strongest Matthew in the world.
In the world? Oh, you've checked in the world.
Well, I can't think of any Matthews who are ahead of me, to be honest.
What's Russian for Matthew? Or Chinese?
No, it doesn't exist in Russian.
Huh.
They always translated it as Mityu, which... What are we doing? Knight takes D4. Richard Pert against... Oh, John Spielman. Interesting. Because Richard knows these lines very well. Matthew Kramnik, yeah. Okay, Queen C7. This is a very sharp line. But it actually leads to a draw, this. But I think John's had some games with this, many games with this in the past, I think. Queen E2, Queen E2, Queen E2. I used to know these lines, but I can't remember.
Matthew Ivanchuk.
I can't remember. Matthew in Chinese is actually Ding Liren. Oh, you're going to ruin my... ruin my claim. Matthew Carl. Magnus's unknown brother. I think... I'm not sure, but I think Richard's... not quite... hey, Go Jetta. Not quite remembered his theory right there, I think. But I'm not 100% confident about that. But this is not looking so bad for white. Yeah, Bishop D5, and then Rook D1.
Hi there.
Matthew in Hindi means Vishwanathan Anand. What you're saying is I'm the 40th or 50th best Matthew in the world. Thank you.
There are plenty of strong Matthews. That's for sure.
H6. John playing quite provocatively here. Just a little bit awkward for black, this really. Just getting developed. Matthew equals Vidit. Yeah.
There are so many strong Matthews. I never knew.
So Queen F3 feels like natural. I guess, is John going to go Queen B6 here? Don't forget Adibam. Yes, all right. But I think maybe after Queen B6, we go Bishop E7 and just swap off the dark squared bishops. So, Matthew's unknown grandpa. Oh, my goodness me. This really started.
Matthew's unknown grandpa. I like it.
Really started something. My goodness. So,
grandpa's a bit.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, dear. Yeah. So this is a downflow. Richard's a full point ahead, actually, of John Spielman here.
But if John catches him up, of course, then I don't know how the tie breaks work.
Yeah.
Even if there are. Do you know?
However, Brandon is the same points as Richard.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. So it's between those two.
We have a look at Brandon, because I think Richard's a little bit better there.
Brandon as well. Can you just...
Oh, you're right. You're right.
They've drawn already.
Oh,
okay. So Richard could come outright first if he wins against...
Yeah, okay. And the question is,
John.
What is the... Oh, hi, Major Spuds. Kingstar, it's hard to follow all these names, but hi, good to see you. Yeah, I mean do you know what happens with tie breaks, or if they tie, do they have a playoff or?
I know in the actual championship they do. I don't know for the Blitz.
Okay.
I can research in the background.
No, there's no need to research. It's just,
I won't.
But I think that's what you wanted to hear. But yeah, no, I mean, in principle, Richard is just a little bit better against John, and pulling up pretty solid position. So I think if it depends a bit. I think if John
Duckling, I do remember Duckling. So Sanjith, were you playing in the Glawny then the other day?
Bishop d4. Bishop d4. Queen d4. I think John's decided that it's time to make a draw. I think.
Okay.
So he's going to just try and hold this opposite coloured. Is that good? I would have loved to have played c4 and b3, to be honest, in that position. I think John will make the draw. He's sort of being realistic and and not. We'll be careful with b5.
Richard's very good, isn't he, at this time?
Excellent. No, Richard's a very good blitz player. We saw him a lot in the Quarantine League, and has he offered a draw? Anti-drone offered a draw there, so I think that he'll probably. Okay. Oh no!
John's
playing on. John's playing on. Yeah, probably John feels that he wouldn't expect to lose this, really, So then you might as well play on. But yeah, I'm not sure that John would really expect to win this either. So I mean, rook d4 is a good move here. Queen c4. Bishop c4. You can't really play this for a win, can you? Seems to me. Rook e8. We just take on the 8 and go rook d2. I mean, okay, yeah, fine. This is going to be a draw.
Okay, so this has got to be a draw. So this will take Richard and.
Off the draw, John Spielman.
Brandon.
Yeah, going to be a draw. Okay.
Yeah. Richard and Brandon joint first. Lovely. Joint. I don't know how they tiebreak it. Who will be called the British Online Champion? There's probably a tiebreak system, right?
I'm not sure. There could be a playoff.
Could be. Okay. Let's see Harry Grieve against Josh Outman.
Oh, this is this variation again. Different.
You want to see it from the start?
Well, there's very short of time, so let's not do that. Right. We saw this earlier with Josh. Isn't HG rook e7? We've got a mate threat here. Can we do something about it? Rook g7 is the big threat. Knight h5. We got knight d7. Knight d7's very sneaky. Going to take on g6. But we're going to go bishop h7 and rook d7. Rook d7. Queen f6. f2's hanging.
Ooh.
Queen b2. Queen f3 check. Ooh, good lords. Yeah, it's a draw. Oh, mate! It's a mate! Oh, my goodness me.
Josh Outman. Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Snap mate. Josh Outman. Well played. Wow, I didn't see that coming.
No, me neither. No. It was all happening too quickly.
Okay. We're going to see Oliver Stubbs against Jamie Doyle.
Oh, really way too bad says, according to him, there's no playoff. But Richard
thank you for checking that.
Richard wins on the first tiebreak, which was direct encounter. So
fantastic. Thanks for looking that up.
Knight e2, Queen e2 check. So that's a whole piece. Now this is completely gone.
It's a rook, yeah.
Before a queen 8 check is
queen 8. Yeah.
This is also pretty useful. I don't know, rook h4. Rook h5 is also pretty good. Rook g5. Many ways to win here. This is the final game, isn't it? Actually, looks like
the last one I've got. Yeah.
Yeah. This is. I mean, with 1 minute on the clock, you're not going to. Bishop e3 to play c5. Very good. c2. You just got to avoid pre-moves, really. Ooh, there was rook takes g7 there. But I mean, you can make inaccuracies or whatever, but you're just always going to win this. Takes rook e8. Oh, rook d6. Fair enough. Rook d7 and e6. It's all gone.
Okay. So great. We have a winner then. We believe it is Richard Pert by tie-break ahead of Brandon Clark because they played each other. If we look back at round 8 and the standings there, that does seem to show that Richard's ahead of Brandon on tie-break there. Okay, so congratulations to Richard Pert, who we think will be the new British Online Blitz champion. Fantastic result. Brandon in equal first but second on tiebreak, and then
checkmate.
Yes, who would be next would be probably John Spillman is next.
Indeed.
Good. So congratulations to all of those, and I think we'll end there. Thanks everybody. Yeah. Hi Checkmate.
Checkmate a lot. Thanks Wilsonia. Thanks Gigantobear.
Thanks all for watching.